Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Brunkhollow, presented by Tabletopnotch. This is chapter 62 of Brunkhollow, and you may notice, send your best wishes and get wells to Anthony, who could not join us this evening, wasn't feeling well, so we give him our best, much love. We'll get into exactly how we are dealing with that this evening. It should still be, all should be well. But we'll get into that when we get into the actual campaign.
Matt said it.
Yeah. TC will be well. I don't know about you guys. But we still have a great show. We still have to figure out what Lamont has been up to. Welcome back to the table, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Who's been off with Bellamy in the meantime. And then we'll pick up in the chapel, where some discoveries were made deep in the Rectory of Clarity. The Rectory of Clarity. Something sounds dirty about that.
It
I'm
really
not sure
does.
what it is. But before, as always, we must talk about all the various things, and I believe the part of Anthony is being played by.
This is Sunday Twitch stream. Sunday, you're here now watching us. Which is just to say that we stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We love it when you join us there, but if you're not here live, all good. You can see us for Friday on the vodcast on YouTube, or on Tuesday and all the Spotify podcasts, for wherever you listen to your podcasts, we're there. Or if you're a subscriber in some way or a Patreon, you can get a little early vodcast on the YouTube with a secret link. And that goes live on Tuesdays as well.
That's pretty
I did it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you built it.
That's pretty good.
Way to go.
But what about our socials, Deirdre?
Oh, well, you can find us on all kinds of social media. I hope you're tweeting that hashtag #ShackUpWithTTN.
Yeah.
We're still keeping that campaign going. I didn't forget about it. I deleted my Twitter a long time ago, so I can't check if you guys are all on top of it. But I know you are.
But we just assume that
Everyone's doing it.
So yeah, follow us on all of those, but not on LinkedIn. Sorry.
Should we get a LinkedIn profile?
Yeah.
Yes.
What we're asking.
Yeah.
Two in the LinkedIn.
Can you
And
make
No. One's in the chat. No. One's in the chat if we should get a LinkedIn.
you just start making like CEO style
Yeah,
posts
yeah.
from the perspective of somebody in
Ooh, from
Somebody
like
in
Bison.
how would you list your
Oh.
qualifications?
That's funny. Yeah.
I'm seeing very few ones in the chat.
Okay. Interesting. Really interesting, guys.
We didn't even give another option. We just
One.
and everybody left the chat.
And everyone's like, not doing it.
God.
I wish we had merch though.
I think you're jacking all of Avery's.
I had it. I had
Oh,
a
sorry.
segue. No, it's
No,
fine.
go back,
No,
go
it's
back 15
fine.
seconds.
Well, my segue was gonna be, speaking of merch, and then someone's supposed to be like,
We weren't speaking of
We weren't talking about merch.
we weren't, but now that you mention it, Tabletop Notch has some fantastic. I stole that from Arthur.
which Arthur? Wait,
Is that a DW?
Yes.
Oh, PBS Arthur.
Makes sense.
Tabletop Notch has fantastic merch, like the little owl bear cup, and the mugs and things, which are, remind me, they're big enough to hold something, but too small to hold another thing.
that's
can't-
true.
I think we could
It
leave
does
there.
have. It is.
I actually don't need to fill in anything else.
It
And
does-
notebooks and t-shirts and just the coolest stuff, beanies galore. Yeah, check it out.
Wow.
And some new merch cooking. We can't give anything away yet.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Some new merch
Whoa.
cooking in the works in the oven.
Cooking? It sounds like it might be food related.
Spatulas.
I'm just
Whoa.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I have no
Your
idea.
Tabletop Notch.
Unless it's something
Six-
Enzo's.
Owlbear.
One's in the chat if you want something.
Kenzo's cookbook.
Something.
Oh my god, it's just potato.
Chris, team me up.
Tee you up
For Discord.
for Discord.
Yeah, Discord. So on Discord,
This is all very Michael Scott wishing Dan a happy birthday because it's his birthday.
Discord is a great place where you should join us at discord.gg/tabletopnotch. I fixed the app on my phone and I've been checking out the fart, and I can confirm that the Val and Lamont art by Olive Branch was fantastic.
Oh
if you haven't
my
seen it, you need to
Yes.
see it.
Beautiful.
I really like the Peek Beneath the Leaves that was put in there that made me very happy. I don't know what I was gonna say.
There's
Oh, yeah, I love
theories popping off in the theory
there
chat.
are
this
great
week.
theories
There's
popping
some good
up.
shit.
Yeah, and honestly, we all just really like hearing what you guys think after the episodes. I like reading everything that everyone says. So if you have thoughts, share them with us.
Also on Patreon, we're gonna be dropping this month another thing of like Hero Forge minis, some behind the scenes stuff which you don't know about yet, homebrew PDF stuff as well. Yeah, but you're fine. Don't worry about it. Homebrew PDF stuff that's written by Matt about stuff from our campaign. If you need to infuse some other things into your own adventures at your table, check us out there. It always helps.
The next Patreon is a how to update your LinkedIn profile with D&D-related accomplishments.
It's all. I love that.
Wow.
Hustle culture.
No.
That's what the PDF's called.
I never short rest.
Yep.
You're on the grind set.
Always be XPing.
If you're not at 3 levels of exhaustion, you may as well not
Right.
bother.
Quit now.
Yeah. Like, I refuse to hire anyone that doesn't have at least 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, no. Golden Crackle resubscribed, Bronze Fry resubscribed, Armor Crocodile gave out 2 subs, Low Breast Guy 30 bits, another 30 bits, Brunzy resubscribed, Tony Tootz did 30 bits, and an emote. We love you, buddy. We love you so much. Insanely Flatulent resubscribed, Team Toxley 1 bit, Dubaka resubscribed, Team Toxley 100 bits, Dubaka 300 bits, Team Toxley 100 bits, Mumbleweed resubscribed, Wolves resubscribed, Hopeful Optimus resubscribed, I'm Just Soul resubscribed, Low Breast Guy did 30 bits, and then you can't sit with us with 62 bits.
Thank you so much. We so appreciate
We
it.
love you all. Oh, thank you. You just pointed to my shot glass.
You're not gonna shot it with us?
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Cheers.
Thank you, Anthony. We love you.
Yes, Anthony, we hope you are recuperating. Feel better.
Yeah, much love.
But thanks for the 30 cents in the meantime.
Yeah, but thank you.
Damn.
Fucking savage.
That, I believe, is the sound of it being time to throw it over to the recap and then the intro. We hope you all enjoyed the new guest book video. Jordan whipped up a nice new aesthetic for that. Looks great. But yes, recap into the intro, and then we'll dive into chapter 62 of Brunkhollow. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Stop it! Previously, on Chapter 61, A Nervous Rectory, the party was forced to wait while Lamont had his rendezvous with the Reverend, but a chance to see more of the monastery manifested when Val and Doxley learned the Hierophants were having problems evicting a family of fire newts from the basement. As the demi-hag was preoccupied, the poorly outfitted people left behind didn't stand a chance in direct confrontation. Plus, they worried the spiteful salamanders would set fire to the hidden house of worship they hoped to preserve. Luckily, the Tyrun's limited understanding of Illien was enough to get us through the door, and from there it was on to the chapel. Scalded skin and dive-bombing bats aside, we minimized the need for violence and got a good look at the secret inner sanctum filled with elemental imagery. As the party rifled through the rectory, it sounded like someone was approaching, so we snatched up whatever writings were still intact and got ready to report our findings. Or perhaps, maybe not. Has Lamont been able to broach the subject of his troop being stuck back in Old Pharaoh? And when it comes to Clarence Yasnost, are the Hierophants here to learn from the Hermit or bury the past? Stick around and find out on Chapter 62 of Brunkhollow.
Before we dive in, we have inspiration and out. And whoa! This one is called "Does Anyone Here Speak Ignan?" And it is to recall just enough words and phrases in the Ignan dialect to avoid starting any fights with the fire newts.
Wow.
Well done, sister.
Yes.
Wow.
Social. Very nice.
Oh.
August 3rd.
August 3rd.
I have that right? Last week.
I speak jive.
I think so. I didn't realize they were dated.
The first few minutes spent sitting across from Reverend Bellamy are disorienting. It's a little surreal. Partly because of what you've had to endure to reach this point, and partly because, despite everything you've heard about a potential resurrection or descent into madness, he seems very much the same man that dutifully presided over the church at Old Pharaoh. A little more haggard, perhaps, but his same fidgety and fervent self. You're able to see that the two books that were lying open on his desk were written in two different languages, one in Common and the other in Giant. And it seems that Bellamy was in the process of trying to piece together some words and phrases that he could then use to communicate with the Ettin. And he seemed very relieved to have a native speaker handed to him on a silver platter, and at the same time, a little oddly nonchalant about your sudden appearance at this forgotten monastery tucked away in the mountains. You expressed that you'd come here seeking an audience, but it was very apparent right away that in his sort of rapt and spirited state, you were going to have a difficult time breaking through to him until perhaps you made an honest attempt at conversing with the two-headed giant, that he wasn't open to listening to other topics of conversation until he at least saw what he could do about this particular problem. Sometimes you'd start a sentence to say something about Val or about the troop or about the curfew, only to be quickly cut off, sort of interrupted by mutterings or a comment, even just to say how nice it is to see familiar faces in strange places. Bellamy explained that this tunnel, that there's a little door, that you guys are in this little sort of intermediary room, there's another door which leads to a tunnel, and that heads into the mountainside, and then spirals up several flights of stairs to what was once an observatory. The founder of this place was a man who believed that much could be learned about the divine by studying the stars and the celestial bodies in the sky. And the Ettin, who shows uncharacteristic signs of intelligence for a creature of its kind, has made its home in these halls. And it very nearly pummeled several Hierophants who tried to gain access this morning before Bellamy knew of the Ettin's sort of how he had dug in here. And even with a language barrier, Bellamy could see that the Ettin had really dug his heels in. He said that when he attempted to speak with the creature, it had some kind of metal plate strapped to its chest, with an ominous-looking glyph carved into it. A magical object, perhaps. Bellamy isn't sort of well-versed in magical objects, but he expressed that he thought it had that kind of quality to it. Without knowing the nature of the glyph and unable to communicate beyond simple gestures, Bellamy and his followers backed off until they could sort of figure out what they were going to do next. You didn't know this at the time, but Bellamy's explanation for his intentions was very similar to a conversation the rest of the party had had with Hierophant 12. That is, he wanted access to the observatory for the same two reasons. One, that there is knowledge and perhaps religious paraphernalia that they wanted to preserve. And two, that the giant's continued presence there is a kind of blasphemy in and of itself. This was a space intended only for the faithful, so for another creature of that kind to be occupying it is a sin in his mind. When you offered to attempt some preliminary negotiations with the Ettin, Bellamy was elated. He said not to promise anything to the giant just yet, but to try and gauge what it might take to get the creature to leave. To ask whether he would accept payment, valuables, some kind of service in return. Perhaps even a magical artifact, since he seemed to have an affinity for whatever runic plate was slung partially over his chest. It seemed important to the Reverend that the creature not simply just be eradicated, assuming that was even an option. But Bellamy was perhaps about to be disappointed. When you passed through the door, the Ettin immediately appeared at the other end of this short hallway, smeared with war paint and long beards cascading down from the chin of each head. It still had the metal plate that was described to you hanging over its left pectoral muscle, and its belly sagged almost down to its thighs. The creature who proudly introduced itself as Killswitch had no interest whatsoever in vacating his home. It pointed to the glyph and explained, rather eloquently for an Etten, that if any of several conditions were met, you could say goodbye to the monastery, or the observatory, not the entire monastery, but the observatory. If the creature was killed, the glyph would detonate. If it was taken too far from a designated point, the glyph would detonate. If its mind was altered in a way that prevented it from touching the plate at regular intervals, the glyph would detonate. So he had a kind of fallback, kill switch, sort of rigged up in a way that made it very difficult to extricate him from his home. After speaking with the Etten, he took this news back to Bellamy. He was a little perturbed by this, but also grateful for what interpretation you could provide. He said that he needed some time to think, specifically using the phrase, "I need to consider whether this is a worthwhile use of her talents," without ever clarifying who the her was in that sentence. The two of you are backtracking now through Clarity, using more or less the same route that you took before. You go up the stairs, onto that west side terrace, and now you're stepping toward the bridge. Finally, here at the bridge, it looks like you might have an opportunity to be heard, or perhaps make your case. The Reverend seems to be at least temporarily snapping out of that fixation that he had on the observatory. He puts his hands on the railing, and he takes a deep breath in, fills his lungs with the crisp mountain air. He looks around this place with pride and wonder, like a parent to a newborn child. And you muster a little bit of courage to step closer and approach while he kind of muses to himself. He speaks, maybe not to you in particular, but he, again, hands on the railing, sort of looks out.
A week ago, I would have chastised anyone who suggested it, and I still may yet deny it to certain others. But I will admit, in your company, that there are some things worth seeing out here. Beauties to behold. Dancing along the jagged edge, indeed. To peer through the lens of greater purpose is illuminating, is it not?
Yes. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. The journey out here, well, my companions and I, it was quite difficult
Yes,
for us to make it.
no doubt.
I'm surprised you managed to make it in one piece. I'm glad you did. but-
Surprised my own self. But we had the assistance of a guide in that regard.
I see. Yes, well, Val and I had to get guides of our own, so
Yes, of course.
that makes sense. Reverend, how have you been these last couple weeks?
A couple weeks in the aggregate, I would say quite neutral. Started quite poorly, but now quite well. If that makes sense.
I think it does.
Yes. Perhaps, son, you could tell me why you have come. I did not send for you, though I am pleased to find you here.
Well, it's regarding Old Pharaoh and the curfew.
Yes.
Yes. We were...
Yes, a curfew, of course. I felt a terrible dereliction of my duties when I departed from Old Pharaoh. My calling took precedence. The gods are invariably righteous, but they seldom acquiesce to the schedule of man. Remind me, my attention is pulled in different directions at this time. How long ago was that?
Well, it has been. We've been in Brunkhollow for a day?
Yeah, a
Something
day and
like
a
that?
half.
So, and it was like 3-4 days travel to get here?
Yeah, I think we made that little like timeline.
Yeah.
You don't know, it's okay. It was like a couple weeks ago that you guys arrived in Old Pharaoh, and then a few days after that the incident happened and the curfew was put into place. So it's been over a week. It's been somewhere like
We were in
8 or 9
We were in
days.
Pharaoh for a while.
Yeah, you were in Pharaoh for a while. Yeah, it's been over a week since the curfew was put into place.
Well, since the curfew, it's been roughly around 10 days, I would wager, give or take.
Yes. Yes.
It seems a lot
10 days, yes.
Seems a lot has happened for you in that time.
It feels like quite a different lifetime.
Yes. It's quite fascinating how much the events of a single day might change everything.
I couldn't agree more, my son. I apologize once more, but maybe you could refresh my memory. Why was the curfew put into place?
There was an incident
Yeah, yes.
at the show, at the circus.
At your circus, of course.
Yes. There was an orphan who we had taken in, who we allowed to perform for the first time, and he was doing a tightrope act. There was an accident. He fell. He got scared. He appeared to cast some magic.
Yes. Yes, I remember now. It's all coming back to me. You may rest easy, Mr. Lamont. If the boy is not found already, he will be soon. And I am confident the church will clear your company of any wrongdoing. You'll be out on the road again, performing in no time.
Reverend, while we're speaking of higher purpose,
Yes.
it is not my intention to leave the boy behind for the truth. It is a tense and uncomfortable situation, but he is a child. We're unaware if this is something lineal. It certainly wasn't something that he practiced or had much awareness of.
Yes.
What I would like to do is be allowed to take responsibility for him, try to figure out what's going on, and make sure that he doesn't have any future incidents.
I am sure that the church will take witness accounts of the incident and come to a decision as to whether the magic scene was lineal or not. We are very thorough in Old Pharaoh. If the boy is innocent, I am confident he will be released.
Reverend, I'm sure you know as well as I do the way that people can act when they're scared.
Yes.
When we're talking about the life of a single child, there are many who would sooner discard it to ensure that they were safe, to ensure that there was no visit from a cleric, to ensure that nothing befell the town.
Yes. Not a violation taken lightly in our humble town. I'm sure you are aware.
I am. I'm also aware that there are several things considered unsightly by polite society that for one reason or other becomes a necessity for
Yes.
some.
Yes. And that is the church's job then, to determine what is necessary and what is not. When you say that you wish to take responsibility for the child, what did you have in mind, Mr. Lamont?
I meant to keep him under my care, keep an eye on him, do everything we could to learn about his lineage, find out where this may be coming from. Mostly make sure that, again, we avoid any further incidents that might draw the attention of the clerics or the gods.
And it is your estimation that you would stay in Old Pharaoh to do this, to see to the child's care?
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to remain in Old Pharaoh. If we do this, the circus would eventually peter out. In order to maintain income, we need to travel around, find new audiences.
Val always had a good head on her shoulders.
And she still does. Far better than mine.
I am afraid, Mr. Lamont, that what you suggest is difficult for the church to reckon with, for you to leave with the child in your possession. That is assuming you have the child in your possession. I understand that they've been looking for it.
Yes.
Yes.
Reverend, I want to cause as little trouble as possible. I'm aware of many of the struggles you've been facing as of late.
Haven't we all?
I'm aware of the comforts you've had to take in dealing with them. It is not my wish to make these known.
You are a good man, Mr. Lamont. I know that you don't want to walk down that road. It would be unbefitting of a man of your stature.
Yes. However, a reputation does not outweigh a life to me.
I see. A reputation of a person can matter more than a life if said reputation holds life in the balance.
Reverend, if I might ask, I have always known you as somebody who is of the firmest faith. What is it that calls you to this? What is it that has you so certain that this is the right path?
In regards to the child specifically.
In regards to the laws that are currently threatening him.
I believe we've seen countless examples of small transgressions gone awry. It is difficult to know what will and will not gather moss as it rolls down the hill.
Reverend, if we can't let small transgressions slide, there are going to be very few rocks without moss.
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Lamont. Even if out here I intend to blaspheme, I know it will someday be seen for what it is. But those transgressions you speak of are of a selfish nature. They are not to come to light. Would be harmful to more than just me. But I cannot and will not have no repercussions for such an event happening in my humble town. If I let the boy go, will you turn yourself in, Mr. Lamont?
Say that I was the one who cast the magic.
Yes, yes.
I'm not a dishonest man.
Trying times, I suppose.
I suppose there's a way to construct the narrative. I fear what'll happen if they ask for me to prove it, to replicate it. I don't actually possess such abilities.
I believe at my best, the church will take my word for it, as they often do. You've come such a long way, Mr. Lamont. I know what drove me out here was a calling to brave these elements and the places we have gone. I find it unlikely that you'd come this far only to say no.
I don't struggle with the short term. I struggle with what comes after. I struggle with my inability to then be there to make sure that the child is safe. I struggle with my inability to be there to ensure that the circus goes on, that they're all safe. That is my flock, Reverend.
Yes. Some time to think, then, on it. I will think as well. We'll see what solution we can concoct, if any.
While I have your ear,
Please.
something I've always found interesting traveling around is seeing the religious customs in different areas. I've seen many preachers. I always make it a point to try and listen in on a service
Yes.
around where we go. It's interesting to see how different societies can draw different conclusions from the same events, same texts.
I agree. I've done extensive missionary work, and every place is different.
Are you familiar with the general religious leanings of the Ograms?
I don't believe I am. I never traveled that far north.
They're generally quite different, I would say. We have a lot more things that I think you may label as superstition. There's the general founding myth, the general founding story is that the Ograms were led by a giant at one time. And this giant saw many people come in, several different settlements and cultures all thriving underneath him.
Yes.
And then one day, one of these settlements that he had allowed in surprised him in the middle of the night and slew him. Then from there, they began a conquest of a land that was not accustomed to it, a land that was not armed, a land that was not prepared. Shortly thereafter, the blood of the giant who they had left to rot.
Yes.
The blood rose from the ground there, took the form of a giant eagle, and it hunted them down, picked them off one by one, and fled to the tallest peak. It was never seen. They say it still watches over, but since then, the Ograms have largely been ruled by warbands, by this idea of might making right, and there are rules around it, you understand? Like, the problem with slaying the giant was that they did it cowardly. They surprised it, they ambushed it.
Yes.
Deceit. But that's more or less the reason why several of these warbands are going, why the Ograms are the way that they are. And I'm curious how that makes you feel. I'm curious what that story, what you take from that.
It's a wonderful story.
Yes. See, what I always found curious about it was that while it's used to justify why the Ograms are the way that they are, when I think of it, it makes me rather sad because it, to me, sounds like they weren't supposed to be that way.
That they could have been peaceful in a different time.
That they were, and that were that myth not being used as a reason to perpetuate that sort of behavior, that perhaps they could be again.
Perhaps with the cleric's help, they someday will be.
Perhaps. All I mean to say is, I find it curious the way that we can take these texts and derive meaning from them.
Yes. Mr. Lamont, if I can ask you,
Yes.
how did you know I was here?
In Brunkhollow.
No, here, in
In
Clarity.
Clarity. Well, we happen to have a connection.
Do we?
Yes.
A spiritual connection, or a physical one?
Well, probably something that blurs the two, frankly.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Was there anything else you wish to ask me, Mr. Lamont?
Reverend, people are worried about you.
Yes. I am worried about me. Yes.
It doesn't... Are you sure it has to go this way?
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
Shall we have some time to think on it?
Yes, I think that best. I do. I will need some time to ruminate. You and your traveling companions are welcome to stay and rest while I consider your words, if you wish to do so.
Yes.
There is a dining hall. It lacks unspoiled food, but there's ample seating. Feel free to walk along the terrace or the bridge, but I must ask that you keep to those areas as a matter of propriety.
Yes.
And you have no reason to feel unsafe. My hierophants will not harm you. And Mita, when she returns, is immensely powerful, though we hope to preserve her strength for the days to come. Nothing that has come in or out of Clarity could hold a candle to her ferocity, should she be forced to employ it. And I mean that not as a threat, but as a comfort, Mr. Lamont.
Appreciated.
Speaking of which, I believe that's my sin in sunshine coming right there.
And he points into the distance. He gestures. He's gesturing to the same kind of brazier-laden trail that you and the rest of the party came through. a tunnel that disappears into the cliffside at the southeastern corner of this little chasm. It's there that you see a woman in a yellow floral dress with silver hair that catches the light like a well-polished suit of plate armor. She's very slender, she has olive-colored skin, and she's pushing a large flatbed cart that you'd swear was designed exclusively for hitching to a beast of burden. With a surprising lack of strenuous effort, she rolls the two-wheeled trolley directly up to the gate and then sets it down, producing a hefty clatter as the components settle. Several lengths of rope are holding down massive chunks of bark that's been stripped from what must have been a sizable tree. And picturing the path that you took through the mountains to get here, you can't fathom how one person managed to maneuver such an overloaded wagon all this way.
Now, she and I must speak privately to compare our findings. I will tell her what you helped me discern from the Etten. And why don't you retire to the dining hall, and I will make sure that those in your company are brought to rendezvous with you there.
Sure. And, Reverend,
Yes.
I intend to keep everybody safe. I mean that as both a comfort and a threat.
I see. I will ruminate on that as well. Mr. Lamont.
Reverend.
He starts to walk across the bridge, and a couple of the Hierophants, there's one standing near the door kind of behind you, and he like pushes open a door that looks like it leads into a little dining hall area. Give me an Arcana check before we pivot away.
Whoa!
This is your thing.
Just get those fat zero added to it. 12.
12? Not quite. All right.
Inspiration? No.
If the Hierophants are pleased that you've cleared the way of fire newts, they certainly don't make it obvious. Their facial expressions remain unnervingly neutral, and the quick pace of their footsteps was indicative of neither excitement nor alarm. Illien stands at the threshold of the chapel's entrance, but he sneaks a glance over his shoulder to confirm that all of his companions have returned from the rectory, meaning he doesn't have to bar the way to buy time if you don't need to. Leading the group of four is the halfling woman with the broken spectacles, and her left leg is both soaked and singed from about the knee down. It's definitely possible she ran into the same familiar issue trying to vault across the broken bridge in that first flooded area. As she approaches, you can tell she's kind of looking past you, almost through you, seeking to sneak a glimpse at a place that was obviously of great importance to the Reverend and the people that came before. As you make a little eye contact with each other across the room, mostly everyone but Illien, who's sort of focused on the people approaching, there's definitely some tension in the air, despite mostly having done exactly what was asked of you. Is this the moment to be opportunistic about your advantage in both numbers and preparedness? They haven't yet accused you of anything, but what if they search your belongings? And is there any chance that a clash here could jeopardize your dealings with Bellamy or the Demiurge? Complicating your decision somewhat is the fact that TC doesn't look his best. You noticed a slight shivering as he was attempting to pick the lock to the chapel, which possibly contributed to the fumble on his first attempt. And it's grown to the point where he seems to be actively suppressing it. There's a sheen of sweat across his brow and down the back of his neck, and his eyes have gotten noticeably cloudier over the past 5 to 10 minutes. Having avoided a fight with the newts, and since TC wasn't subjected to the brunt of the exploding fire bats, your best guess is that he may have contracted something in the floodway. He was the one who fell most fully into the basin, maybe even swallowing some of that stagnant water. And the searing temperature might have only made it easier for a possible infection to penetrate through skin. All of you give me medicine checks, except for Lamont.
Man.
Got a cat butthole. That's a one.
Only a 9.
14?
7.
14. You seem to recognize some symptoms of what's called sight rot It's not a deadly disease, but it's annoying. It causes your throat to swell, it causes your eyes to get cloudy, and you can slowly sort of lose most of your vision other than being able to see kind of light. If you have an herbalism kit, it is possible to create an ointment which can suppress the disease. If you have and are sort of proficient with herbalism, you can produce an ointment using the sort of solutions and tinctures that are contained within. So it's not life-threatening, but it is debilitating, and you can see that already you can hear his kind of wheezing breath and a little cloudiness to the eyes as he's sitting there in the church, this chapel area there. So as you guys are kind of noticing that, finally the Hierophants sort of get all the way up to Illien, and the halfling woman speaks to you.
We observed several packs of fire newts emerging from the far side of the floodway, and then diving into the scalding water and disappearing. Hierophant 12 then reported seeing them resurface in the river at the base of the ravine, swimming north, away from Clarity. By our count, most of, if not all, of the trespassers have vacated the chapel. Am I right in this assumption?
Yeah, and Illien will kind of not close the door all the way behind him, but closing it, say, yes, and sorry, they're just in prayer. I don't want to disturb them with our conversation. Yeah, as far as what we can find, we've spoken with them. They are happy to have left. Everything seems to turn out quite peachy, to be honest.
Well, we thank you for lending your expertise in these matters. As we have also received word that our guide has returned to the monastery, we can broach the subject of you being granted an audience with the lady. To your knowledge, do any of the creatures, she's sort of peeking, remain within?
And I'll do a peek as well. I haven't really gone and searched, but I haven't heard anything from my companion, so should be on the A-OK with that one.
And does the structure remain intact?
Yeah, from what I hear.
The good Reverend will be pleased. And pleased further still if you were able to extract the newts without setting foot within the rectory. Would we be speaking truth to give such a favorable report?
Yeah, I mean, if you could throw in a couple extra, how cool we were if you saw, I don't know if we told you to back away, so I don't know if you saw, but when we crossed the pond, it was pretty cool.
Give me a deception check.
It was definitely not cool.
Deception is going to be a 21.
Whoa!
Wow. If you would please come with us, we will escort you back to the upper levels of Clarity.
Sure.
There may be a brief interval during which you must wait while we make our report to the good Reverend. We can also inquire as to whether your hobgoblin companion has concluded his consultation.
That sounds fantastic. If you don't mind waiting here, I'm just going to go rouse them from their prayers and see if they're about finished. I'll be right back, and I'll leave it slightly ajar and head over to them. All right, they're here to pick us up. Is there anything that we have to do before we exit?
Not anything we have to do.
No, we're good.
All right.
TC?
Take a look closer at his eyes now. Okay, it could be sight rot that TC has when he fell into that. Yeah. We'll take a look at you when we get up there, TC. Just keep holding on.
Thank you, Illien.
Yeah.
What's that rat caused by?
Usually stagnant water, things. It makes sense. Hot places, bacteria. Yeah. I'll go under TC's arm and
TC, you ain't
give him
supposed to swallow it when you fall in.
I always swallow.
All right, TC. Here we go.
TC, it really is you.
It really is you.
Wow.
Wow. That's our
all right.
baby boy. That's good to know.
He takes your assistance. He's able to walk on his own, but he takes a little bit of help because he's having trouble sort of breathing in fully.
Matt, would I know if Hand of Healing can alleviate sight rot?
Yes, you would know that. Yeah, it sort of unblocks some sort of passageways in the lungs that would allow him to sort of catch his breath. If you needed him to sort of get his faculties back for a period of time, you could use that. It's not a permanent solution, but yes, it would definitely help that.
All right. I guess
Yes, and with like cure wounds just for future reference.
That's not
gonna work.
Yeah, Hand of Healing can actually cure diseases.
Cool,
it's
cool.
not like hit points. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, because sight rot, he's not losing hit points from
Yeah.
sight rot. It's just a sort of condition.
Cool. Okay. Are we doing anything while they're split?
They seem pretty happy with us, to be honest. Don't seem to be concerned about anything. They seem to believe me that we didn't go into any places we weren't supposed to.
And we didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking at the door. Do I see them peeking in, or are they just...
The halfling woman is hovering like very close to where it's ajar. She hasn't stepped inside, but she's sort of...
Alright, give TC a pat and start walking toward the door.
Still too many variables, I think.
Okay. All right.
If they turn on us, we turn on them.
Sure.
An affliction, potentially due to the ingestion of contaminated water.
Sharp eyes, yes.
Clouded vision, swollen throat, sight rot.
Yeah. You know how to heal it, perhaps, or... I bought an herbalism kit just because I took an interest in gardening, but I don't know too much about it yet. Would you be able to show me the ropes on how to make something like that?
Perhaps, yes. He should be laid prone at the earliest opportunity.
Great.
I can take care of that.
Okay. All right.
There is an ointment that one can synthesize with simple ingredients. I will show you which.
Fantastic.
Which, this is Hierophant, number...
I believe this was...
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
No, that was the guy.
This is the halfling woman?
Yeah,
Okay,
Hierophant
great.
3. Yeah.
Three.
Yep. Yeah. Halfling woman with the broken spectacles is 3. Yeah. Yeah. The other ones of importance, just to recap, 9 was the Dwergar that sort of brought you down. 12 was the gnomish man who you spoke to in last episode at length, and then was it 6? I think. Just double check. There was the woman who escorted Lamont, and I think
Right.
that was 6. I'll check later, but
That's
yeah, I
fine.
think
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
6. Yep.
Okay.
The gnomish man was the one that TC recognized?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 12, and they spoke to 12 quite a bit at the beginning of last episode.
You seem quite knowledgeable in all things ointments and herbs. Profession of yours?
In a different time, yes.
All right.
Shall we?
Yes.
And they all sort of turn on heel and walk. They're all walking in front of you, so you guys, there's like a little gap between them and all of you guys sort of walking. You get back out of the entrance hall there, moving through the... And from here, if no one stops, it's all backtracking. The same rooms. The entrance hall, and the floodway. Hopping slowly. They take that one pretty slow. They sort of hop to the next one, then wait to sort of grab the next person, move them along. So it's like a little sort of, almost like a inchworming, like across one at a time. You get to the basement of Clarity, the big stone arches that provide a view of the slow-moving river. At no point do you spot a stubborn or defiant fire newt lurking in the shadows, refusing to vacate the space, so perhaps they really are gone. It was something about the land that the Yabriu trolls once occupied that was clearly of great interest to them, so it seems that maybe they've gone to see for themselves. You go through one portcullis gate, and then another, and then up the stairs, passing by the storage cellar and the food preservation station. When you reach the upper level gatehouse, Hierophant 12, the gnomish man, is already waiting for you, and he's been rejoined at this point by the human woman who escorted Lamont to meet with Reverend Bellamy. And you hope that this is a good sign, that means that, perhaps Lamont has had a chance to speak his piece, but no sign of him here in the immediate vicinity here at the gatehouse. Everybody give me perception checks.
Woo! 12.
17.
Dirty 20?
19.
19. The three of you over 15, it would say as you're coming up the stairs, you just happen to peek out, and once again, because of these portcullis gates that aren't sort of fully vision blocked, you can see that cart full, packed to the gills with treant bark that's sitting just on the other side of the gate there. So you spot that sort of through the holes there.
But it's still definitely, just bark. It's not like...
It doesn't seem to have been sculpted into any form yet. Yeah, it seems like raw, stripped bark, bless you, stripped straight from the tree. Yeah, some chunks bigger than others, the interior portion smooth, the exterior portion rough, so unrefined as far as you can tell.
You have returned. So too has your companion. The good Reverend has installed him within the confines of the dining hall, which lies on the opposite end of the bridge. We are to take you there now, and when the good Reverend returns, we will seek to honor your request.
Great.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And the woman turned.
This way, please.
Directions to the bridge.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, they were cool to see your friend, I think. Yeah.
Great.
When we cross the bridge, can we, like, see that little, like, outdoor sleeping area that they kind of set up for themselves, seemingly?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say you can kind of see that. You have a view from that, if you, like, look over your right shoulder, because it's out in the open there on the cliffside. Yeah. Was there something in particular you were looking for?
Yeah, I wasn't looking, but, like, as a topic of conversation, to the Hierophants that are walking with us, just, did you do a little camping?
It wasn't right for us to stay until the place is made ready.
Meaning no unwelcomed occupants?
In a way, yes.
What other way would there be?
What other way, yeah.
The prior occupants of this place instilled it with their essence. An essence which must be cleansed before we can instill it with ours.
That makes sense.
Does that make sense? Is there like is there like ritual saging or some kind? Like, does it seem like they might be referencing something, or is it sort of more like religious gobbledygook that's happening?
Maybe somewhere in there. Like,
Yeah.
it seems more. That's not something that you've heard of. That's like we gotta get the spirits out before.
Right.
It's more. It could be more ritualistic. It
Got
could
it,
just
got
be
it.
like,
Okay.
it's the right thing to do more so than like they have to do that.
Okay, got it.
And what is your process of cleansing? What's your future look like in the next couple days once these occupants are out?
A good question for the good Reverend.
So you don't know.
This way, please.
We're gonna pivot around. Given that it's been out of use for a great length of time, the dining hall is spacious, but functionally not all that different from areas of clarity that you've already seen. You wish that the crates contained more than mush that's been long decomposed. You wish that the mugs offered more than just a promise of once refreshing libations. But there's unfortunately no Kenzo, no Luther McGreevy equivalent to fix a plate or fill your belly. There's 2 floors in here. Though the upper area is more of a half floor, there's a wooden balcony with additional seating similar to the layout of the music box, which you've been to, or the butcher shop, which you've been to. Much smaller in overall square footage, it's not nearly that big. There's a fireplace that's been lit, but despite the dusty iron cauldron sitting next to it, there's no soups or stews in the making, so once again the room serves mostly as a reminder of what it once was, or could be again if someone saw fit to bring it back to life. There's a little bookshelf on the south side wall that has a few leather tubes, almost like quivers, but with a cap on one end, and a couple of cockatrice skulls with faded remnants of paint that look like they were both decorative and also used as paperweights. In the back, behind a long stone counter, is a row of splintered wine barrels, none of which at a glance have avoided being busted open or burrowed into by various critters that have made their way through over the years. You've been afforded some privacy. There isn't anyone in the actual dining hall with you. Bellamy didn't have a Hierophant sort of wait in here with you. But occasionally you'll hear footsteps out on the terrace or beneath the floorboards. It doesn't seem like they're trying to sneak around, just that the Hierophants are continuing some preliminary searches, some investigation of the premises, likely at the behest of Bellamy, maybe even to see if something else has taken residence besides the Etten and the Fire Newts. Not knowing their exact whereabouts or numbers, if you venture too far from this dining hall, you might get spotted. It would be difficult to sneak around Clarity without sort of knowing the pattern of their movement. So you sort of sit tight for a moment, look around the area. Is there anything you want to do before? You arrived here a few minutes before them, so is there anything you want to do in the privacy of the dining hall there yourself?
I think he's gonna. I think I'm going to quickly start writing some things down. If I can just pull like some.
Yeah, you have paper and a quill.
Yes. I'll just start writing some things down. Not to be revealed currently.
Okay. Take a seat at the table. Go ahead and throw your monitors on for 1 second. I'm just going to show you what this looks like, because
Yeah.
we've had clarity as a sort of guide. There we go. So this was the dining hall. So you guys were you and Bellamy were talking basically kind of right here at the sort of foot of the bridge, and then he went across the bridge and he directed you to inside here, which is the dining hall. There's a little lower area, there's the little bookshelf, a bunch of casks and crates, and then a little upper area that has some seating. It's got a fireplace. So this is where you are sort of tucked in. So you've presumably taken a seat maybe at one of these tables, taken out paper, quill, started to jot some notes down. A little bit of time passes, and then you hear sort of a grouping of footsteps coming, and the door.
Your companions have arrived.
Well met. Hello.
She steps aside, allows you all in.
Hello.
Hey, please, I've saved you a seat.
I'll be on the bridge if you need anything.
Thank you for
Would
yours.
you
Yeah,
assist
teach
with...
me how to make that ointment super fast.
Yes, bring it here.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I'll,
Here, Doc.
I'll take 2C. You lay him.
Yeah.
Get him horizontal.
Oh, that was actually not this woman. That was actually the halfling.
halfling?
woman.
Oh.
We'll say she pointed it out to you before she, because you said you wanted.
Okay,
but
cool.
before you depart, because now you're with the other woman,
Oh, okay.
not the halfling one. But yeah, so you sort of quickly before you departed, sort of unfurled the kit, sort of took the little pack out. She said, "Sort of some of this, some of this, some of this, all mixed together." So it takes a little bit of time, but you can sit down and start doing that. But you can talk to people and stuff while you wait.
Okay.
So reunited here within the confines of the dining hall.
To the Hierophant that just escorted us here, I'll like reach out my hand and shake it. Thank you for all of your service.
Thank you.
She doesn't shake.
Is Illien are you using the herbalism kit?
I think you took it out, like getting ready to
I'm,
sort of.
I'm proficient in it. Does that?
I think. Are you as well?
Does that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
great.
you
Just
will.
wanted to make sure.
If you wanna
No.
tag team it,
No,
though.
no, 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 no.
All right.
Val just comes over, starts doing stuff.
We're alone.
Yes,
Here?
inside the dining hall, like you can hear again footsteps, like clearly people walking around outside of Claire. But in this little dining hall area, they have left you alone.
Okay. Lamont, you want to tell us what happened? And I'm gonna pull out the book, the journal.
Okay.
What is that?
This is what we found. Hold on. It says, as seen through their eyes. It's an astrological journal about some shit.
Oh.
Astrological? Like star?
Horoscopes?
Constellations.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well, let's crack this sucker.
I know.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I'm
sounds-
that's why I
Read it.
pulled it out. Just
Got
be
it.
fucking careful. I have a book of Ames, but that ain't interesting. So
Monty, maybe you and I could
Wait, that could be interesting.
have a conversation
Yes.
upper floor, perhaps.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Absolutely. And then
We'll look at
fill
this.
everybody in.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll follow you guys down first. So you guys were upstairs, so you guys go down, the two of you, down to that lower level.
He didn't hurt you. You're okay.
Yes, everything's fine. If anything, I think he's well aware that he doesn't pose much of a physical threat. But there's something going on here. I still don't quite have a grasp on it, but I think the hag has more to do with his plan than anything.
But you've talked to him,
Yes.
and what did he say? You've.
Well, we're considering a deal to get Silas out.
What kind of a deal? Monty, what kind of a deal?
If we say that I'm the one that cast the magic instead, I may be able to get off for good behavior pretty quickly.
Oh God.
I haven't said yes. I don't quite know if it's the right move yet. That's where it's at. We've tabled it for now to think on things. I'm trying to work on him a little bit.
What did you tell him?
Well, I told him the situation.
And did you have anything, any leverage? Or you just told him the situation?
I've got some leverage.
Did you use it?
Yes, I told him that I have the capacity to use it, should I need to. I can't exactly use it until I get back, but he knows I know.
And you left feeling positive?
No. No, I didn't. But I feel like I left with a much better understanding of what it is we're dealing with. There's something really bad happening here.
Yeah, no shit, Monty.
No, but I don't think we understand how bad yet. I don't think we... There's a lot of elements to this that we don't understand yet. I'm trying to get them. He's worried about himself.
Why do you think that?
Well, he said he was. Whatever delusions he's operating under, it doesn't seem that he thinks he's going to just... He's not mad for power, I'll tell you that much. He seems to think, if anything, he won't really be around for whatever kind of world it is he's trying to create. That's the impression that I got.
Isn't he regenerative? I mean...
Sure, but he still only has a normal man's body. As far as I can tell, he doesn't possess any magic outside of coming back to life. I mean, I could just put him under a rock and he would be done.
Do you think that a death threat would have an effect on him, or does he just not seem to care?
No, I think he's... I don't think he's afraid of death. There's something to it we're not understanding yet.
We'll bounce around a little bit. We're going to go upstairs for a moment here. So you guys... Are you taking out the book? Yeah.
What can I, like...
Page
what,
1.
What?
Speed reading.
I mean, yeah.
Let's take a little look.
Oh!
Okay. This isn't the actual text in the thing. I have a description of what you find inside of the kind of stuff you find inside. I have it here and I'm going to read it, but then I have it if you, like what I'm about to say in case you want to reference it.
Yes,
All right.
story time.
Is there an about the author?
There is.
Buckle it up.
A little portrait.
Nice little foreword.
Okay.
Timothy Howe.
That would be fucking crazy.
As seen through my...
A Goblin's Guide to Puberty. Oh my God.
As Seen Through Their Eyes, an Elemental Astrological Guide by Clarence Yasnost. The cover and the bindings of the journal are so brittle that describing the act of turning the pages as cracking it open is surprisingly literal. Little flecks of leather fall to the ground, and some of the interior leaflets feel as though they'll fall apart in your hand like flowers dried and pressed. It's definitely not some final, ready-to-publish draft. There are parts where sentences have been crossed out, notes made in the margins, loose paper folded or tucked in like an addendum. The first page is a very simple dedication for Vatra, V-A-T-R-A, for Vatra. But what follows is an intimate and detailed account of the author's experiences conversing with various elemental or elemental-adjacent creatures of the region. At least the ones intelligent enough to communicate beyond basic exchanges. Merfolk, Azers, Chorids, Aarakocra, and more. It's obvious right away that the author is proficient, maybe even fluent, in all 4 dialects of Primordial: Aquan, Auran, Ignan, and Terran. His musings recognize and appreciate the small nuances in discourse, not just the actual words themselves, but the delivery, how sometimes he needed to be more direct, other times more formal, how humor might manifest or be taken the wrong way, and how certain physical gestures had an effect on the tone or the attitude of what you were trying to express. From what you know about him as a man of faith, it's not surprising that the book quickly morphs into addressing the subjects of belief, devotion, and worship. He notes that the elementals recognize the power and authority of that which we call gods. But they don't really use that word. Their concept of these transcendent beings acknowledges that given entities might be more connected to one world than another, with waxing and waning degrees of influence. What might feel omnipotent and omniscient in this world could be a figure of relatively minor dominion in another. And this clashes somewhat with the modern notion that a god is a god is a god, and that if they're not exerting their power over a given world, it's not because they don't want to or because they can't, it's because they choose not to. The word that the elementals use to describe these beings, instead of calling them gods, as they perceive them, translates roughly to far watcher or eyes from afar. That's the sort of phrasing that they use. The elementals' inextricable ties to other planes, even if they were created or born in this world, gives them a bit of a wider scope, a wider frame of reference. Because of this, their cultures have very deep and expansive mythology surrounding the stars, celestial bodies in the sky. And the author delves into some of the lore, which is quite interesting, though sometimes hard to follow because of how non-linear it is, the fact that parts were likely pieced together from different sources. There are several shared stories with very minor differences in how they're told, but one of the things that Yasnost is most fascinated by is the fact that descendants of each element seem to have an innate mapping of constellations specific to their kind. The fire elementals see the sky in one way. The earth elementals see it in an entirely different way. And some of the creatures that the author spoke with, they couldn't even recall how they came to know these astral designs. They seem to just have that knowledge within them. The author describes spending countless, painstaking hours in his observatory, mapping the sky from the perspective of each element. He comments on how disparate the symbolism is. It's not like one group looks at a cluster of stars and sees a dog while the other one sees a wolf. It's like one sees a flower while the other sees a sword. It's completely different. And what might be clustered from one perspective is broken up into several constellations in another. Not a single constellation shares the exact same makeup of stars across the 4 perspectives: water, air, fire, earth, except for one. There's a grouping of 5 stars that each element refers to as some variation of catastrophe. Yasnost notes that he's also heard it called other things: calamity, destruction, upheaval. He notes that in artistic renderings, which is with all constellations, there's a lot of interpretation and embellishment on what is, a few lines connecting a few dots. The catastrophe depicted is different, even though it's the exact same grouping of stars. In Aquan, it's a maelstrom or a whirlpool. In Auran, it's a tornado or a hurricane. In Ignan, it's a volcano. And in Terran, it's a sinkhole or an earthquake or a fissure. But always the same 5 stars connected in the same way. The star charts, the constellations and renderings that the author describes are not depicted in the journal. Once again, this was clearly a work in progress, meant to be later supplemented perhaps by the work in his observatory that he refers to repeatedly. It also doesn't have a proper ending. It peters out with a few anecdotes on elemental turns of phrase, and then some bullet points on things that he'd like to research further, such as when and where some of history's greatest natural disasters have occurred. He makes a note like that in the margin. And the final pages are left empty, presumably for more writing that he didn't get to. We can hand that to him.
They're all
It's in order at the moment.
At the moment.
So, okay. So that observatory that we saw and that you took notes on, all those different things, those are constellations from all the different elementals.
Let's just use the verbiage so that we don't get confused. Are you talking about the dream?
Yeah.
That was an orrery.
Orrery.
Yes, and it's totally fine. Yeah. Like, there is some interchange, but just so we know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Because in the letters mention Yasnost's observatory, which is presumably here at Clarity.
Right.
Yes, but you're talking about the dream.
The
orrery. Yeah, the orrery.
Okay.
Okay. That makes sense now why there were so many.
5 stars.
He's got to have a map somewhere. He's got to have it. It's not in there?
No, but maybe it's in the observatory, which there's that other tower.
Maybe we could just go there. I think
the
we could just.
Ettin over there, isn't it?
Is that where it is?
Is that what the Ettin's in? He's in
some other part of it, so we gotta. I mean, maybe that. I would. Maybe Bellamy already has the map, and then we just.
Doxley's gonna take out her little journal because I don't think she's shown this to Annabel yet. I mean, just for reference, but we were in a dream. We were in somebody else's dream, and we found an
right?
Yeah, we found a thing that was mapping out stars.
The orrery.
Yep, that. And when you turn a knob, is indicating different assortments of stars, different lines drawn to it.
Okay.
And 3 out of the 5 were linked to statue locations. And there were only a couple other possible locations where a 4th and a 5th thing could be. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
If he's got a map of the constellations that are about this catastrophe, we know where every statue is, and we know where that big question mark is.
Calamity.
We need to get there.
Yeah. No, but we gotta get there.
No, I hear you. Just. Should we be trying to fuck with something the elementals call catastrophe?
If we don't, somebody else is already gonna do it.
Well, the cleric already destroyed one of these statues, so maybe fearful of what's to come, and that's a green flag for me.
Yeah, I kind of want to do anything the cleric doesn't want me to do. I hear that.
Or perhaps, Lamont. Not to bother.
No.
Oh, Lamont.
Yeah, no bother. Are we done?
Sorry, just a quick question, and then you can converse more.
Oh, it's good.
No,
She looked upset.
We're coming up.
Oh, okay.
Well, we don't have to. All right. Yes.
Yeah, okay, come on up. Are you?
Yeah, don't shout it.
Yeah.
JC, you just keep breathing, all right?
They're not fine. Oh, yeah, sorry, I finished this a while ago.
What happened to TC?
Oh, he just swallowed some bacteria.
Ah,
Yeah.
been there.
In your conversation, hopefully, I hope that went well, by the way.
Not great.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was gonna ask if you're
really?
friends with the Ettin now.
Oh, the conversation with Bellamy. No, I'm not friends with the Ettin. No.
Are you friends with Bellamy?
It's hard to say.
Oh,
Okay.
He seemed happy to see me.
Did he have a map of a constellation in front of him that you saw?
No.
Okay.
I assume we're looking for a map of a constellation?
Do you know where the
no.
observatory is? Is that where the Ettin might be?
Yes, that's where yes,
Great.
it's got an Ettin in it.
Okay, perfect.
it's got an Ettin in it.
It's got an Ettin in it.
Great.
In it.
It's not that. Matt, there was those bookshelves. Can I go and look at them?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
That's what I was thinking. 18.
18. A couple things very quickly. Those little sort of leather tubes with little caps on the end of them, you pop a couple of those open, and sort of a little bit of dust. But you pull out what look like, and you pull out several of them, artistic renderings of what Clarity could be. Like, it looked like these were made before Clarity was built, and artists were sort of depicting what they thought the monastery might look like. There's one that looks quite a lot like the one currently, but there's some other ones that one of them's a little higher up on a peak, one's a little sort of deeper down the valley. Like, they were theorizing different places where it could be built and what that might look like once it was built.
Sure.
In addition to that, there are some blueprints of the interior of Clarity. And mostly what you might look for that sort of interesting or hidden, you guys already know about. There's like a little blueprint that maps out the waterway and the entrance hall and then the chapel with the rectory. Like you can see that, which wouldn't, be known to someone casually, but you can see them here in the blueprints. There's also a little indication of where the little pathway that leads to the observatory is, so you can see that as well. But two things catch your eye that are sort of left behind on both these renderings and these blueprints. One of them looks like a note that was left behind by someone who was concerned about sort of the interior workings of Clarity. You find a note that says, Father Yasnost has requested that during the hours of his study in the observatory, we are to refrain from using the wash basin faucets in the dining hall. He says the pipes bringing water down from the reservoir produce a terrible clanging and squeaking. Sometimes they even leak into the walls, which understandably makes it difficult for him to concentrate. Until we can replace or insulate the pipes, everyone should be mindful of this potential distraction. If you wish to enlist the young acolytes to investigate, tell them they can attempt to locate the problem areas by using the faucets to reproduce the sounds. When turning on the faucets, not while Father Yasnost is in, note that the clanging is heard most prominently in the following locations. And so there's 4 sort of faucets that are marked and where the clanging is heard. As you're reading this, you look over, and over near the wine barrels and the crates and things, there are 4 wash basins that back when this was an operational place were used to clean dishes and sort of fill up water cups and stuff. So there's a note from someone concerned with maintenance and plumbing in the building there. The other thing that you note is that on one of the blueprints, there appears to be some kind of ventilation duct or tunnel that connects one room of the observatory with a hatch behind the fireplace in the dining hall. There's some notes in the margin there that say that it implies that there was one bad winter where part of the observatory was damaged and Yasnost got stuck in the observatory, like they had to dig him out. So to prevent against that happening again in the future, they built him like a little back tunnel that he could get out of in case of an emergency.
And that links to the room that we're currently in.
Up in the fire, somewhere in the fireplace. You have not seen this tunnel, but presumably yes, somewhere in.
Oh boy. Can I wander over to the fireplace and take a peek?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
16.
16. On the left side wall of the fireplace, and you probably need to kind of put out the fire. There is a fire in the fireplace right now.
Going.
Yeah, but you can look, but to get sort of further in, you might have to put it out. You can see that there's a portion of the wall that is not stone, it's painted to look like stone. And there's sort of a little sort of line where you can see where the edge of that is, and it looks sort of squarish in shape. And it's, again, hard to reach because you're reaching past the fire, but you can kind of boom, 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 like you can see that it's hollow there.
Okay, I'm gonna head over back up to these guys and tell them.
Any chance that the Etten would like us more if we said we would fight Bellamy with him?
Well, I think the Etten is very invested in getting to stay in the observatory. In fact, he's going to explode if he's not allowed to stay in the observatory. So that's
Like emotionally?
and physically, mostly. He's got some sort of device strapped to him where if he dies or goes too far away from the observatory, it's going to explode.
Like an alchemist fire rigged up on him.
I'm not sure. It sounds more destructive than that. It seems... Well, he seemed to imply that it would be enough to destroy the observatory where it's...
Oh.
Okay, well, we can
That can't happen.
have that.
Tell Bellamy he just wants a hug. And then,
I mean,
And then blow both of them up.
I mean...
Val!
hold on.
Uncharacteristic
I like-
problem solving from you.
I like the idea.
That...
But just not in the observatory.
Yes, to reiterate...
In it.
It would be very bad structurally for that to happen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we have a back way into the observatory because, and I'll share this note with people, and then I'll share the fireplace map. So,
Oh, great.
Okay.
so I mean, we gotta be like
So you think it's...
sneaky about it.
But
And
was
quick.
the Etten literally in the, like, if we drop in, are we gonna drop in on an Etten?
Yes, the Etten will just be, as far as I can tell, hanging out in there.
But he won't explode because he's not leaving the observatory. We just have to fend him off while we find this thing.
Hopefully, maybe we won't even have to
Maybe
fend
we
him
could
off.
sneak, and just get the papers that we want, or get an
Trying to
idea.
get TC back in working order for that.
No,
He's our best sneaker.
I'm pretty fucking I'm pretty sneaky. Leave
Yeah.
TC rest.
Oh, okay.
Did I get an impression that the Etten...
Why are you so angry?
I see you in combat, so I don't see him.
That's true.
Yeah, well, that's fair, but I got a little something up my sleeve.
Okay.
You look over at TC and in his current state does not look like the best option in the party.
Yeah. See, I can do cool stuff too. It isn't just TC.
I don't doubt you. I just haven't seen it. You've been doing other cool stuff, just not sneaky cool stuff.
Well, I can sneak.
You had a question about the Etten, sorry.
Did I get an impression that the Etten doesn't want anybody else around, or he just doesn't want to be pushed out of that spot?
I mean, more so the latter, but he wasn't like inviting you in.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he wasn't like asking me to come over, but like it wasn't. He's mostly upset that they wanted him gone.
Yes,
And
he's
not
like,
that they were-
I will not leave. No fucking way. Like, no
Okay.
one's gonna force me out of my home. Yeah.
Okay.
And with the blueprint,
Mm-hmm.
there's like the hallway kind of thing, and then there's the observatory.
Yeah, so there's two ways in. Are you talking about his hallway?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
he
there's
would
that
try
lower
to look at
level
that, yeah.
with a little sort of intermediary room, and then a little hall, like, kind of a long hallway that leads to the observatory. And then, so there's observatories here, and then you guys are up here in the dining hall, and there's like it goes through the mountainside and then drops into one of the rooms
Right.
of the observatory.
Okay, so there's potential that we might not run into him right away.
All right, that's fair.
I could, if we feel like, I don't know, maybe this isn't a task for everybody, but because maybe we don't want to leave TC here with the hierophants or whatever,
Doesn't
but
seem like a good idea.
if maybe a couple of us can go and try to see if we can get any maps.
Well,
I can cast a spell that will make us all largely sneakier.
Can we wait till nightfall? Maybe they'd be okay with us staying a night and then.
I don't think so. They're sleeping the fuck outside.
Oh,
Do you
they
wanna
are.
Wait till you can speak with the
I
hag.
think
I don't know
Well-
which side the hag is on.
they very well may be asking the hag to get rid of the Etten, at which point they'll be occupying the observatory. So I'm not sure how much time we actually have.
Right.
Okay.
Given that the hag has arrived. If we do go through, unless you think you'll be able to avoid the Etten entirely, I should probably be there to try and talk it down if we're planning to avoid a fight.
I definitely don't want to fight Net.
May I see the blueprint and whatever else you've got?
Here, I'll hand her the paper and that.
Thank you.
I mean, we could try the faucets too, I guess, but do they seem like those pipes are big enough to fit a person?
Definitely not. No.
Okay.
No, the implication is that if you turn the faucet on, that over in the observatory, there's like it makes like clanging, like loud
okay.
Well, this
noise.
is great. We just turn all those on, so we have to be less sneaky. It's making a banging sound everywhere. It might alert the hierophants.
I was gonna
but-
say, you don't think that'll attract them? And
Well, I think
What
it's
if
the
we're trying to
banging
get
only
in
in the
quick?
observatory, right? It's not banging here, it bangs up there.
right, but if we're trying to get there,
But it'll be the Etten who hears it, not the hierophants. Right?
if it's banging and they're around here,
say
it
specific?
feels like maybe they would.
It's mostly just concerning about the observatory.
Is the implication that it is
they're not-
only audible when you're in the observatory? That it is not audible outside?
That it's loudest in the observatory.
They're not going to want to go into the observatory.
Right.
We'll say that much. They're not gonna run into an Etten to try and fix some pipes.
True.
I think
That was a good find.
Of course, who knows how long it's been since that was written. It could be that the pipes will.
Explode.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Well-
true. Yeah, that is true. If the does it say it'll make the observatory? Did it ever make it wet?
It said that they leaked.
If we're trying to find a map that's paper, and then the pipes are just going crazy, that could be bad.
Well, the problem is this isn't
All right, guys,
something.
ready? It's like sprinklers.
If only half of us go, there's no way for you to say if somebody makes an oopsie and
I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
what am I putting
Keep
down?
going. No, keep going.
You want me to finish?
Yeah, I do.
If you all are over there and
Yeah.
something bad happens and we need to create a sound, if I'm still in this room, there's no way for you to tell me to, hey, start running the water.
But, I could try to message you, first of all.
No shit, you can do that,
Yeah,
through
through
walls?
some walls. It
That's
depends on
crazy.
how big they are, but yeah.
Okay.
And also, if something crazy happens here, maybe you turn on the faucets so we know, oh, we gotta hurry our asses back.
Are you more concerned about the Ettin hearing you or the Hierophants?
I don't want anybody to.
Porque no los dos.
Okay. So we just don't touch these faucets, and you just be sneaky enough, is what you're saying.
Well, but if you have to warn us we need to hurry back quick, then I would turn on the faucet.
Well,
How quick would we need to hurry back?
If they walk in this room and they don't see you,
You can say we're taking a piss.
Where?
where? I don't even know what that is.
Behind the fireplace.
I don't know. There's only like one entrance in and out of this place, right?
I think.
There are other ones. You
Okay.
haven't been told you can go that way, but there are other ones.
I think. We can either do it two ways. Some of you guys go, we don't turn the faucets on, and we use that faucet message thingy.
Yeah.
Or we turn the faucets on, you guys go, so the Eden can't hear you. And either way, we barricade ourselves in here.
No, we can't barricade ourselves in here.
If they find us without you guys, things are gonna go bad anyways. So I'd rather not fight 2 people down or 3 people down.
It's a lot less suspicious if the doors are barricaded.
Yes, but it's gonna be suspicious if they're in here anyways.
I'm kidding! I'm moving! Don't come in!
Look, we've got one companion that's unwell. If we keep him above and not on the downstairs floors, we can just say a couple of us are resting. Please don't disturb them.
Yeah, it's fine.
is there
That's a good idea.
is there a way to leave this room and not run into the Hierophants, or is this room have one other than the secret passageway? But is there just one exit to this room?
It looks like there is this exit, which if you pop that door open, it looks like that goes up like a little staircase leading up to like a little tower or something.
But not outside necessarily.
It does go outside. If you go down, it goes back out here. which
Yeah.
is like,
An idea, we turn on the faucets, we make the noise, we say that a couple of us heard the noise coming from the observatory, went to check it out thinking it might be the Etten. It's, we're trying to do them a service. We heard some sounds coming from there. Monty and some of us.
Passage?
Well, there's another door here. We can say we just went out. I don't think it's a secret passage. No, the door that's in this room. We can say we just, a couple of us heard the noises and...
The problem is there's no way to get to the observatory that doesn't involve going past Bellamy.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't buy it.
Right. Let's just say we were exploring the noise. We don't know what's at the observatory. We don't even know there is an observatory.
So we just create the noise and then just say some of us went out to go investigate it, and that's why some of us are missing. If anyone comes back.
I don't know what that noise is, and I wanted the faucets on.
I vote.
That's what I say.
Hold on, time out. I vote no faucet unless you have to tell us to hurry back.
Okay, if that's how you want to go.
This
it
is all
sounds-
taking the secret passage then.
Yeah.
Some of us are taking the secret.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
And so when they walk in and see some of us missing, it's just
You're upstairs.
We
Have no snooze.
Yes, exactly.
took a nap, took a piss.
Took a poop. Took a piss.
Any of the above. We require some privacy and rest.
Oh my god.
and
I
as the
don't
plan
feel-
percolates, we're gonna take a little break here. We've hit the halfway mark.
Oh my God.
We can have a little
How
time
much of that-
to,
Love a little D&D.
How much of that hour and a half was this pipe talk?
Oh my god!
You guys have something in the works here, trying to figure it out, and that's where we're gonna come back on the opposite side. Something brewing at Clarity.
And it's not just a poop.
And it's thank you all so much for joining us. Stick around, Brunkhollow, Powerball, and all that, and then we'll figure out what the master plan is to access the observatory.
Master
See you on
plan.
the other side.
D. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. It was a very frantic break around.
But don't worry, we've locked down a really intricate plan.
Airtight plan,
Yeah.
as always.
Foolproof, I would say.
some things in the making to figure out how to get into and then through the observatory. But anything before we jump in?
Yes, aside from me realizing we have a very old seating chart command. It's not accurate.
Oh,
Nice
sorry.
McGrath, resubscribe. Kel Drummer, resubscribe. Lover Sky did 30 bits. Kijib, resubscribe. Chief Leaf, continue their sub. 911 LS, resubscribe. Crazy Over Purple, resubscribe. Pre Enjoy, resubscribe. Toast of Valkyria, resubscribe. Matt and Andy, subscribe. Pira, resubscribe. Nice McGrath, 62 bits. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
You guys are so cool.
Cheers. Wow.
Thank you.
It is so cool, you.
See, guys, they don't want you to give up. We discussed briefly the plan of giving up.
Yeah, we were like, what if we don't come back after the break?
Yeah.
Force Matt to solo describe. Everybody gets sight rot.
You're handling TC so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We return to the interior of the dining hall, where you guys are sort of poring over the diagrams, the blueprints, the instructions that were left behind by whatever sort of maintenance team was looking into the pipes. I turn it back over to you.
I think whatever we do, and I hate to do this, but time is of the essence.
Yes. Somebody's going through there, yes?
I think somebody ought to. I think
Okay.
it ought to be somebody who speaks giant in case we get caught. And I have to say that I advocate for myself. I'm sneaky, and I can cast a spell that makes everybody sneakier.
I'm also quite sneaky. I'm not afraid of going in. I'm more afraid of what happens if they walk in here and we're not in this room. But
Yeah.
I liked Doxley's, I think it was Doxley's idea, saying they're sleeping, you know.
Upstairs.
Or pooping.
Pooping.
Or pooping.
Pooping.
That's
Why not?
always a
Why
good
not?
one.
both?
All right. I mean, I'm gonna be staying here because I'm not sneaky. And I'll try to fend them off as long as you guys need. I could also run the faucets if you guys need. If you can.
Well,
Maybe if there's trouble, you start the faucet and then we.
Well, actually, what I was thinking is, depending on somebody gets into here, does a little scouting, maybe is able to figure out
In the observatory.
which room, might have what we're looking for. If the Etten is in one of those spaces, we maybe tell each other kind of down this tunnel that one of these needs to get turned on in a different room, and hopefully the Etten will go and investigate that sound.
so
That's a good
Annabel leads messages
As far as she can.
Yeah.
back, and then
you
we
guys
do it.
run and do it.
And then I'll crank the faucet for you guys.
I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea, actually. You don't like that idea, Lamont? Shaking your head?
No, not that. Don't worry about it.
Please share with the class.
The term "crank the faucet" just got me.
Oh, got it. Okay,
Crank the
great.
faucet.
So you hold on to this.
So I know what room to go to.
I like that you have a sense of humor about all things. Even in sort of dire situations, I really appreciate
I have to laugh or I'd cry.
So true, so true.
Okay.
I'll be just one ahead of you, I suppose, because you speak giant. You're sneakier than I am. You're sneakier. You're going in. So I'll
So I'll
be.
wait for your call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Who will I be looking out for?
Me, I guess if it's Annabelle, Monty, then me.
You're fast. The only thing is I will cast my
I'm
spell.
fast on the ground. I'm not fast in a vent. I'm fast on
Movement speed still applies.
on all fours.
I mean, if you're doing crawling movement, it's just half your movement speed. So if your movement speed,
Oh, wow.
so you can crawl rather fast.
I take that back. I'm really fast in a vent.
Well, we should probably start the fire back up behind us, just in case they do come
Yes,
looking, to be a
that's
little less suspicious.
A very good idea.
All right, let me go fill a couple buckets with water. Oh, I shouldn't crank the faucet now, though.
You don't need to worry about. No, don't worry about water.
He's
I
got
just.
some
I'm gonna druid craft to just snuff the fire out.
I would like to
Quick.
cast Pass Without a Trace
You may.
on all of
just
the
a-
creatures in here.
yeah,
They
it's-
have to stay within 30 feet, just so you guys know.
Of
If
you.
you're not within 30 feet of me, then you don't have a plus 10%, but I've designated all of you creatures so that if you get within 30 feet, you will have it. It's a
I think that
concentration
is
spell.
so that drops the other one. Just
Yes,
the
so you
Enhanceability.
don't have enhanceability anymore. Yeah.
I was gonna flip all the tables in here, but now I can.
Sorry, Ale. Okay. I think lighting the fire is a good idea.
All right, sounds good.
And if if something crazy happens and I need to follow you guys with TC, I'll just burn a little bit to get through there.
Don't follow us
Don't
with
do
these-
that.
If there's a horde of hierophants coming at me, I'm going through there.
All right.
Why don't you pull me back
if you
first
need-
so we can
Okay.
deal with them?
If you need
Okay.
to go, if you need to go through the fire, then yes, use water.
Okay, great. Just covering all the bases. I don't know what's gonna happen.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
If you end up turning a faucet on, may as well get a rag, get it wet, and
On TC.
yeah. But
Fair.
don't just run. You know, TC's important. He's not that important.
He's not that important, but he is important.
He's very important.
His health is important.
His
so
health
there
is
you go.
important.
Also, fill a bucket of water and put his hand in it. While
I was gonna say, I think it affects his eyesight, but he can still hear us talking shit about him, right?
Stupid bastard.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
still
he's
him.
doing well.
It's
Yeah,
still
he's
him.
doing well.
It's our boy. All right, let's go. Feeling good?
You know what you're looking for.
Yes. Star maps, right?
Yeah, grab them all.
Okay.
Grab anything, really.
Especially
Just
if one-
fucking grab everything.
If one says calamity stars,
Yeah,
that's
for
important.
fucking sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's move.
you get to the back of the fireplace with the fire snuffed out, and you sort of run your fingers along the edge and slide the board aside. You can peer in, and there's a long, very narrow sort of stone tunnel leading further into the mountainside there.
Okay. I'll go first.
Shall we? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys start moving through. And are you guys monitors on?
Yes.
Go ahead and turn those off for a second.
Ah.
Oh no.
Worrying.
And once again, the order is Annabel. You can't be side by side. It's got to be single file. So Annabel, then Lamont, then Val, and then Doxley, and Illien staying back in the dining hall with these.
And Doxley will like trail off when she's maybe about like 30 to 50 feet from Illien and the exit. She'll hunker down there.
Okay, great.
Did I have to take my armor off?
Yes, you would have had to do that. I mean, you don't have to, but you crawling through there would make quite a bit of noise.
Okay.
Like it fits, but it would be loud.
Guard it with your fucking life, brother.
I made sure I put it on. It looks pretty nice. I'm just kidding. I won't do that. All right. Yeah.
Start to inch forward.
Stopping every once in a while to kind of just give a listen.
The front two people give me perception checks, Annabelle and Lamont.
Oh. 23.
22.
Both of you, as you crawl further and further along this little interior passageway, you start to hear some noises up ahead, and it sounds like voices. Sort of slightly deeper, slower voices. And Lamont immediately, having already spoken with it sounds like the Ettin's voice. And there's a little hollowness to it. It doesn't sound like he's like at the end of this little walkway, but it sounds like you're coming up on a space where he might occupy. You both stop for a second. Just give a listen. And you just sort of try and suss out exactly what he's saying. And sort of with the strength of those rolls, you hear a little bit of like,
What do they think? We're stupid? We're not gonna leave. Yeah. We got this glyph. They can't do nothing. If I see that hobgoblin again, I'm gonna squish him. Yeah.
and there's some kind of footstep. You guys crawl a little bit further. Now that you're getting closer, stealth checks for everybody who's still creeping. You've stopped, right?
Yeah, if they're approaching.
Yeah, so not you. So everybody else stealth checks?
So just as a reminder, use your normal modifier and then also a +10.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
That's with the +10 or without?
That is with the +10. So I have a +17. I rolled like shit. But,
great.
you know.
20.
Thank you guys for the choice. 23.
33.
33. Excellent. The magic of the Pass Without Trace, as you're crawling along, normally you'd expect to hear some kind of shuffling and scrapes, but you quietly kind of, almost you drift through this little tunnel here. And go ahead and throw your monitors back on for me.
I have so many.
I'm rolling like shit tonight. Like I need to cleanse.
Oh, you've got like a Dorothy Brett slipper.
Oh.
Here.
Like that one.
That guy.
of my whole Brunkhollow.
She's going
Yeah.
Whoa.
From the whole set.
Let's see.
You guys got a good facial there, though.
Damn.
Oh, he's big.
As you're creeping further and further forward, it sounds like you are above a room. It sounds like you're like ahead. You can start to see a little bit of light in the floor of this tunnel.
Okay.
So it seems like it doesn't go forward and like open up like a sideways vent. Like there's a drop
Oh,
down.
shit.
Like there's a hole in the ceiling. And in that room, you can hear some heavy footsteps.
How are we gonna get out of here? We won't. We'll just stay forever. We got lots of food. We'll wait them out. Yeah!
So you can hear that, more of that, like they're the two heads talking to each other back and forth, and it sounds like you guys are sort of coming through the mountainside, and there might be like a drop down sort of above here, but that's what you're hearing.
Okay. I don't speak giant, so I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Lamont you can
but-
hear them like two voices going
Yeah.
back and forth, but yeah.
Okay. It sounds like he might be in the room like directly below us, and that when we come, we're gonna have to drop down, and that he might be right there.
Yeah, they're
So
not
I don't know if we want to do the faucet situation now.
Yeah, they're not very happy. We should try to draw them away.
Do you know what he's saying?
Yes, he's saying that he would like to squish me.
Okay, so that would be bad.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to run back, Val, and tell them to turn on the faucet?
Which one?
Maybe the attic, I guess. Do I have? When I looked at the blueprint, would I have an idea about like where
Give me
this
an
would?
investigation.
No.
I think whatever's like far from where this is coming out.
14.
14. Given that you give a listen and it's the quality of the voice, it sounds like the Etten is not in a very large room. So given the rooms that sort of were listed there, like one of them's like a storeroom or something, it doesn't sound that big. What are the other ones there?
Study, lounge, attic.
The lounge sounds like it might be bigger than that. The attic and the study are two places where like the contained nature of the sounds, it could be one of those smaller spaces.
So maybe they should try like the stock room or something, because I don't think it's one of the smaller rooms. I don't think it's one of the big rooms.
All right, I'm gonna go tell Doxley to pass on stockroom.
Okay, and we'll stay here until we hear him move. How's that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna run into you guys as I head back in this direction eventually.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying we'll stay put a little bit.
You'll wait, and yeah.
We're not gonna make any moves.
Well, I mean, wait until you'll hear the noise.
Right.
You should.
Yes.
Okay, stockroom.
Ask for stockroom, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around.
You get, so you can sort of see, it's dark in here, but your dark vision eventually, though, sort of the 60-foot range, you can see Doxley on the other end of the little thing there.
Doxley. Yeah. All right, we need to make some noise. Tell Illien to turn on the faucet that corresponds to the stockroom.
Got it. For how long?
Just tell him to turn it on. Ah, shit.
Stew on it. What do you
Well, they didn't specify. Maybe just
think? It's your call then.
like give it a good 20 seconds.
Got it. 20 seconds, stockroom.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Huh.
Did you get? Yes. Oh wait, when they left, could I have done something really quick?
What?
Is there a chair, that door that was on a higher level?
You fucking asshole.
I'm gonna try to, like, is there a way I can tilt the chair against the door so it'd be hard for someone to open? Like, is there like a handle I can do that, like, stuff under?
There isn't, it's not a handle like that. It does open in, so if you put a heavy object on that side, it would stop the door from, like, opening.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Just for the upper.
Yeah, there's a couple of that, like, long stone thing is, like, in sections, so you can, like slide it across the floor. Give me an athletics check.
Is there something that's heavy, like a box that's heavy enough where if someone knocked on the door, I could move it without making it sound like I'm moving a giant thing?
There's some crates and wine barrels. Those are pretty big. It would be hard to move it without making sound, but not impossible.
I'll try that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll run downstairs and
I would
grab
say,
one of
so
them.
your options are big, heavy stone thing, which would be really difficult to move quickly. The next biggest thing is the wine barrel, and that would block the door more than the crate, but less than the stone. And then the crate would be the easiest to move. So
Let's
you
do
you
wine
pick
barrel.
the middle one. Great. So give me an athletics check.
Okay,
You go over. You try to find a wine barrel that isn't sort of in as much of a decrepit state. Sort of.
Right, 29.
29.
Go upstairs.
Oh my god.
The wine barrels are downstairs, so you don't have to go down the stairs.
Oh, I want it on the upstairs one.
Oh, which one are you talking?
There's like the
the
one door
side
upstairs.
door? Yes, you can.
That's the only one I want to barricade.
Okay, great. I thought you meant the one leading out toward the. Great. That's
Just
fine.
the upstairs.
So slowly, one stair at a time, and then.
Okay. All right, and then I'll just wait for Doxley for
Great,
that point.
and then you hear dogs.
Hey,
Yeah.
oi,
Yeah.
got a request.
Yes.
Stockroom, 20 seconds.
Great. I'll run downstairs. Okay, faucet 2 from the left. Crank it.
Crank that.
And on the other end, where you guys are sort of closer into the observatory here, you start to hear what sounds some kind of like rattling and banging in the walls, and we're gonna.
What was that? It's coming from downstairs. It's that guy again.
I'm
I've made
heading.
a good
I'm,
impression.
I'm heading. As soon as I've told Doxley 20 seconds, I'm spinning around and trying to get there before they go into the room.
Whoa.
You hear footsteps.
No. Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
I love the dollhouse view on this.
Yeah, it's really cool. So you hear like banging, clanging. So the footsteps get further and further away there.
20 seconds, I turn it off.
All right, I think
That happens like a couple times.
Can we kind of peek into this room before we drop in and just see what it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like a study. It looks like there's a little sort of
Study this.
rolled, like a nice sort of bed area with a canopy. There's a desk, a couple things on it,
All right,
faded
this-
parchment.
This
Seems
might
promising.
be what we're looking for.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I'm going to just kind of like, okay, steady breath.
How-
I'm gonna rage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How far down is it?
You're gonna be so big.
So
If I'm in a small space where I can't get large, I stay my normal size.
Oh, that's nice.
I get everything else,
Ooh,
but I don't
that's
get big.
smart.
What if you're a big size and you need to enter a small space?
I'm fucked. That's why I'm doing it now.
So it's about a 15-foot drop from the ceiling.
Oh.
But you can also, like, if you need to get back up, you could probably climb the sort of
Yeah.
wooden parts of the bed.
Okay.
Because you guys are
would I
coming
take
like
fall
down
damage
from.
from just kind of letting myself
No,
fall?
because you can climb down the.
Okay, yeah,
like
then
the-
I'd like to do that. That sounds great.
And is Lamont coming with you?
Yeah.
And is Val coming with? Or are you staying up in?
I was racing to try to get to them before they went in,
you
but if
can,
they've
yeah.
already.
No, they're right. They look like they're right over the opening. You could say
Great.
something to them before they go.
I said 20 seconds, so if you want it to last longer, now's the time to tell me before you go in.
It's okay. I
I think
think
it's okay. We're gonna look around here real fast.
it sounds like you went pretty far away, so we should have some time to navigate.
Yeah. I'm gonna crawl down and then.
Bell drops.
All right, let's
Lamont
make tracks.
drops. Are you coming or are you staying?
I'm gonna stay in the entrance to the
Okay,
vent.
great. So you're still up in the sort of passageway there. So Annabelle, you come in here. Lamont climbs down. Both of you give me stealth checks.
Okay. I now make them with advantage.
Angry stealth.
Angry stealth.
27.
18.
18. Okay. You guys hear some thumping and clomping coming down from below, and you peek out into. Do we still have this up? Great. You peek out into that sort of next area. This door was actually open because he passed through it there. Come out here. And you can now see into this kind of open area, which looks a little bit like a lounge area, if you were guessing. It sounds like his sort of commotion ruckus that he's making is below you, but you can hear.
Look over there. Where was it coming from?
So you can hear him moving about. You
Okay.
guys are here.
Can I look? Can I investigate in the study and like try to find anything,
Give me an
like any
investigation check.
written material?
Yep.
29.
29. There's nothing of value in here. It looks like the Etten might have been eating his books in this like he's just like chewing. Like there's some slobbery pieces of parchment and paper in here.
That's how he got so smart.
He's eating bugs.
Yeah.
Wait, so I think this is the lounge. Val, would you go?
Are you messaging at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, Val, would you go and tell Illien to turn the faucet on in the stockroom and just leave it on so he can like look around for it? Because I want to go and look in the lounge.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna.
You see Doxley in the distance?
She's like digging under her nails with her dagger.
Doxley? What? Okay, we have faucets on in the stockroom. Leave them on.
Got it.
And I think they're off in the lounge already. Yep, that's it.
Stockroom, keep them on.
That's right.
How's it going?
I'm so fucking stressed, Doxley. I feel like I'm operating with one brain cell here.
Give me a high five, it'll de-stress you. Got it. All right, see ya. And she'll turn and start heading to the.
Doxley's
Illien.
way back. I don't know if you can see me. I couldn't find a rag, TC, but I got my hand wet and I placed it on. I'm not feeling very good about this plan, TC. I don't know what's going on.
Doing great.
All right, thank you.
All right, so
Yeah.
so
Oi.
Oh, hold
Shut
on.
up.
That first.
Same thing, but keep them on.
Oh, just stockroom.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a master of that one. I'll run down, crank the second one.
Okay, yeah.
I know that one.
As the noise starts to happen, it happens kind of over and over again, a few kind of things. You hear, there it is! It's right there! And you start to hear,
Uh-oh.
and after a couple sort of rattling bangs and shakes, you hear like a crumbling, like the rock. There's a pipe in there! It stopped.
Fuck.
So as that was happening, what did you guys want to be doing
As that
upstairs?
was
there?
happening, I wanted to run downstairs and try to find any, again, written material.
So you, Lamont, are you staying up here? You coming down with?
let's see. If she's going down there,
Like down this staircase. I think she wanted to look at the study.
Yes.
you're going down there. I'll check this bookcase.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll check this bookcase.
Both of you give me investigation checks, and Annabel give me a stealth check because you're the one going downstairs.
Okay. 21 for the investigation
Great.
check. That is 24 for stealth.
13 investigation.
Great. 13 investigation. Annabel, as you come down and you take a quick kind of peek around, your instincts are to turn around. You look around and you see that this was a place for eating and drinking, not for necessarily study.
Yeah.
There's a fireplace, there's some old bowls, dusty plates, chairs and things. So you get to the base of the stairs and you immediately are like, I don't think so. I don't think it's here. Lamont, as you're sort of rifling through this bookcase as best you can with the time that you have, you see a couple references to various rooms in the observatory as a whole, and it references Yasnost's activity going up and down from the attic several times. So you see some references to that, even though it doesn't say exactly what that is necessarily.
Annabel.
Yeah.
Annabel, we need to find the attic. I think the attic is where he's keeping his things.
Okay,
Well,
let's
it
do
was.
it.
Oh, both of you give me perception checks.
Those are
Guys are doing great.
Yep.
great.
Okay, 26.
17? 17.
Great. As you're about to turn around and go back up the stairs, you notice that there's a door here.
Oh.
And you don't see any other stairs or doors anywhere else from the lounge. And you also hear some. I don't hear it anymore.
Can I message Val and say, can you have it go to the study?
Yeah, booking it.
And I am gonna message.
Hide?
I'm gonna message Lamont and say this is the door. Let's make a break for it, and try to run up to the attic while, once.
It does sound like there's footsteps coming from the stairwell. That, like, if you were to run through there,
He would hear us.
yes, or see you maybe.
Then I would like
coming that
to
way.
hide.
Great. Where
Then
would you
yes.
like to hide?
I would like to hide.
There's some sort of larger pieces of furniture.
I would
There's a
look-
little sort of bed nook there. There's a little sort of upper sleeping space there.
I'd like to.
Roll under the bed.
In the study or up here?
Roll under the beds. Yeah, like on this landing.
This one here?
Did I fit under the one on the right?
This one up here.
No, the one on the.
The one.
Oh,
where-
there's two there. Yes, I see. Yes, you could both attempt to crawl under those.
Yeah, let's do that.
There we
Give
go in
me-
the cupboard.
Both of you give me stealth checks.
Okay. Come on.
And go ahead and relay your message.
Oh yeah. Okay. 29.
Okay, this is 30. Wait, sorry, is that right? Yes, 32.
32. Like you guys slip underneath the beds. Want to relay your message?
Doxley, study.
What?
Faucet, study.
How long?
Forever.
Forever.
Yes.
Got it. Study forever.
Yes.
Got it.
Ducks
Sounds like
underneath
a nightmare I
there.
had once.
Yeah.
Study. Keep it going.
Great.
Run it out.
And stockroom still going?
I guess so.
Okay. And
Alright.
study far left.
What's going on in here?
And you can hear him from your hiding spot. He's like shifting that plate that's hanging over it.
Oh.
Something's going on. Let's go check it out.
You hear those heavy footsteps move up the stairwell. And there's a brief moment where it like stops, the footsteps stop, and then you hear like,
Ah!
now you can hear him rummaging around in here.
Okay, as soon as he goes in that room, I'm gonna scamper on out
Okay. And then
and scamper down and then try to go up to the attic.
yeah, and as soon as we get through that door, I'll tell you, I'm like, Annabel, we should cut the pipe so he doesn't tear that wall apart while Val's right there.
Okay, how far away is Val?
And she's less than 120.
Then I'm
It's like
gonna
70 feet
I'm gonna
straight shot there.
message Val and say you got to tell them to cut it after 30 seconds or so, or he'll tear through the walls.
Got it.
You're
Booking it.
hearing
Val.
Annabelle's message, and you're pretty close. You can also hear. You can't understand what he's saying, but there's some like.
Booking it back. Doxley, cut the pipes when it's been about 30 seconds, which it probably has been.
All of them. Always?
Yeah, just the two that are running.
Okay. Turning. Okay. Alien. Alien.
Yep.
Turn them all off. Never run them for more than like 30 seconds.
Gotcha. What the fuck is going on
I
there?
don't know.
Gonna turn off the faucets.
Illien, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay, that's a 12.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
No!
Back here. You two give me stealth checks once more.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
20.
19.
Great, you guys are skittering up these ladders here. You get up to this upper landing. There's a few more desks, barrels, old crates that have deteriorated, but there is also a small door that leads to another portion of this area that you have not yet seen.
Okay, I would like to go.
This is also, as you look around, if you pass through that door and move somewhere else, you will probably be moving, if not distance-wise, like through too many objects to
many
use
walls.
message. Yes, this is your last chance now to message Val if
Okay.
you would like to.
Okay, I'll say, Val, we're gonna try to go into the attic, and I'm gonna be offline for a little.
The Wi-Fi signal's
Line.
BRB, grabbing food, AFK with food.
So anyway, I'm just saying, like, just be careful because we won't be able. You'll be too far for me to reach you.
Annabelle, you be careful. You're gonna be too far to reach me.
Okay.
Okay. TTY.
Make sure to message back just to get the just to get
Exactly.
the okay.
Just to get the okay.
Used all 12 words for okay.
Exactly. There's no word limit.
On message?
Nope, just
It's
rounds.
just a round, so however fast you can talk in whatever 6 seconds.
seconds,
Yeah,
so-
I mean you can just
6
keep
seconds.
passing.
6 seconds of okay.
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
All right, you guys crack open that door, and on the other side here, I mean, this is out outside.
Oh God.
Wow.
You guys are coming out here. What? There's a little bit of a stone pass. You guys pass outside very briefly. Suddenly, the exterior mountain air blows into your face, and then there's another little room just along this little pathway here. The railings are a little precarious. It looks like some of the railings are broken. Maybe even the Etna at one point like tried to come up here and like sort of broke a couple with his sort of big size, broke a few of the railings on the way out here. So as you step, it's sort of you hold onto the side and look down into the sort of foggy abyss of the mountainside.
What a lovely place to keep your secrets.
Yes. Ominous.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
You guys press forward. Illien, give me another perception check.
Okay.
God.
Big, dirty 20.
All right. It sounds like some footsteps are coalescing on the terrace outside the dining hall.
The upper floor one.
Lower floor.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great.
Lower floor. And they have not knocked or entered or anything, but you hear some footsteps and then some quiet, like murmurs, like some people are having a quiet discussion.
I'm gonna run over the fireplace quickly. Doxley, I think I'm about to have company, so I'm gonna be offline for a little bit.
Do you need additional company?
Maybe if you think that's more important than relaying a message that gets to you.
Well, I don't know. Wait, if I stay near the fire, do you need like another voice or something? Because I can stay near the fireplace.
Oh, yeah, actually that's a great idea. Stay by the fireplace. I'm gonna run downstairs.
All right, I'm gonna place myself like right at the exit of the fireplace and try to keep an eye out for if Val starts heading to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my herbalism kit on that table downstairs and still be like messing with those things.
Okay. We head back up. And it's here in this tiny little nook nestled away in the upwheeled peaks. You guys can turn off your monitors at this point. We're not looking. Turn it off. You find a very small room with a domed ceiling that perhaps at one time housed a telescope or a similar object. It has that look to it. There isn't one here at the moment. But there's a rusty rotary device in the center that looks like there's several spots that look like handles. It looks like it could be pivoted, rotated in different, sort of oscillated in different directions to direct the telescope wherever you want it to go. The ceiling itself is made up of several heavy glass panes, now damaged beyond repair, but with several latches and hinges that at one time allowed it to probably open like a skylight, like you could literally sort of slide it or swing it open.
Wow.
Against the wall on the far side of this tiny room is a glass case atop a stone pedestal. It looks like something you'd see in a museum housing a valuable historical artifact or something. Stone base with a little glass case on top so you can see what's inside. What you see within is a very hefty metal and leather-bound book with oversized pages. If you picture like an atlas, it looks like that, like the pages are quite large. You can't see how to access the book itself. It's in this little glass case here. But there is a little dial on the side of the case facing you that looks like the dial sort of mechanically is attached to these little page dividers that are running the length of the book. Oh my God. So that if you turned the dial, it would turn the pages of the book within. And if you turned it the other way, it would turn the pages. So it's a way of turning and viewing the book without possibly marring it, without staining it, ripping it. So it's a very sort of precious book that's been safely sort of stashed inside this little device. But it's closed at the moment. You can't see what the interior of it is.
I mean, I don't suppose we do a smash and grab.
We could. We could.
Unless you think we can get the information here and relay it to them.
Let's try. Let's try that first.
Okay, I don't suppose you have a star chart on you.
No, that's why we came here.
Well, I don't know, something to... All right.
Give me investigation checks, boo.
26.
3.
Just as you guys get a little closer
Monty's
to it,
overwhelmed.
you see Annabel kind of stop you for a moment and just look to the side, sort of the right-hand side of the case. And there's a little glowing glyph that as she points your attention to it, it looks very similar to the one that's on Killswitch's chest plate. And you're not entirely sure. Give me an Arcana check, actually.
9 9.
9. Yeah, difficult to discern the nature of the glyph exactly.
All right, well, that's the same thing that our Etten friend has on him, that he says will blow the place up. I guess I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I have no reason to... I'd rather not test it.
Well, it's some kind of glyph. I don't know what does either, but, do I see any other mechanism that looks like it might get, like, activated?
I mean, the glyph looks active. Like
It's already active.
It's like pulsing. It has a little sort of glow to it.
Okay.
Yes. So, nothing besides that.
Okay, but there's no, like, plates or something where it feels like maybe if I walk up or...
No.
Okay.
Yeah, the floor doesn't like look like a pressure plate or anything like that.
This is so important to him that he'd blow the place up if somebody took it?
I think... Well... Yeah.
All right, well, we
Maybe.
better figure out how to get the information we need then. I don't think we can
I
risk
don't think
setting
we
this
can
thing off.
grab it, no.
Okay.
Does it look like if I touch the page dividers, it might set off the
So you
glyph?
can't touch the book. It's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
no,
case.
but I mean
the little
touch the
dial.
dials.
The dial doesn't have the glyph on it. The little glyph is on the side of the case.
Okay.
So
Okay,
hard
so-
to tell, but
Okay,
Let's
let's-
not smash,
Yes.
but let me try to flip through and see if we can find the 5-star situation.
Yes.
And do you have paper we could scribble it down on maybe?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's do it. So I'd love to sort of page through.
the dial has resistance to it. It's clearly old. It's a little rusty. As you move it, it sort of hurts your thumb a little bit. But you have to, and the cover slowly tips open, and you can start to see some of the contents. As that's happening, Val, on the inside there, you hear kind of, where's that come? Someone's in here. And you can't understand what he's saying, but you clocked the sort of stopping of the looking around. Zip around.
I was gonna say I was gonna start backing away
You can.
from the vent
Yep,
entrance.
you can. Give me a stealth check. And you're not adding pass without trace. She's too far away.
23.
Okay, great. Quietly, slowly backing up away from the sort of opening there. I need you guys to put your monitors on. Ooh. And give me perception checks as well, the two of you.
15.
18.
18.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
Even from up here, the little insulated room that you're up here, you get a little bit of an impression. Two things happen as she touches the dial. Monty, who's sort of off to the side watching. You watch the glyph kind of just pulse slightly. And you also hear a little less sort of banging footsteps and thrashing. And the hairs on the back of your head kind of stand up. You're a little worried that maybe, even if he doesn't know exactly where you are, that the Etten is aware that something's being tampered with. You get that impression.
It's all connected. It's all...
But very quickly, do you have the monitors on?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
As you're pushing the dial, the pages are flipping.
Yeah.
Each page has a picture of a constellation
Yeah.
and the name of the constellation
Okay.
written on it. Can you grab that for me? Yep, that little device behind your monitor.
You've got a device?
I knew
Stream Deck on Stream
Can you
Deck.
give that to Annabelle?
Oh my god.
That is your dial flipping
Oh
as you
my
flip through the
gosh.
constellations.
Okay.
Shuffleboard, yeah.
And I'm gonna start it, and you get to flip through the constellations as quickly or slowly as you wish.
Okay.
But you are aware that the creature is sort of aware of the presence of something in here.
Okay, got it. I can write stuff down for...
Sure, you could take out a little piece of parchment. You can even put it on the glass there
Yeah,
so that you can
that's-
copy it if you need
that's-
to.
Random
Yeah.
image viewer for artists.
Okay, cool.
I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
Are you gonna switch it
Yeah.
over? Okay. You tell me. You guys ready?
Yes. Do I control
Yes,
them?
you control the slides. You can go next or back is
Okay,
the two things
got it.
that you have
Okay,
there.
great.
Those are the only two things you have to worry about.
Okay, cool.
Here we go.
Was...
We're looking for 5 stars, right? We're looking for a
Yes.
5-star
Okay,
constellation.
fine, I'll skip it.
If it doesn't have 5,
That has 5. It's called
Iwandel.
Wandle.
And it'd be the same 5 stars, correct? So they may be connected differently, but it'd be
Okay.
not it.
Okay. Yep.
Not it.
That has 5.
It's 5, but it's differently shaped. Put it separate from the one you already wrote down.
Yep. Okay. More than 5?
It's more than 5.
More than
5. 5, but again, different.
Okay. Let me just write it. Hold on.
Come out.
Do you hear something?
Yes, I think he's... I don't know how much he's aware, but I believe those devices are linked.
Fuck. Okay.
It's all... too many.
Has he left the attic?
He's left the study. Yes, he has
That's-
left the study.
Again, different.
I'm gonna.
Does this, sorry, Matt, does this mean anything to me? The language that it's written in?
I would say it's written in Primordial. You can't tell which dialect of Primordial.
Totally.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
The names are Primordial names.
I'm gonna exit the vent.
You can. You like going back to where Doxley is or coming down?
Coming down.
Oh, coming down.
If he's left the study.
He has left the study. Yep.
And I'm gonna go to the entrance of.
You went back. I think. You went back.
Wait,
Yep.
I think...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is that familiar?
I don't know.
And what would you like to do? Sorry.
I'm just hanging out by the entrance. I mean, just listening for.
Give me a perception check. Yeah.
Oops. That's more.
No.
Okay.
No.
10.
That was 5.
Okay.
10.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's in the next room and down a little bit. So it doesn't sound like he's in the storeroom. It sounds like he might be clomping around the lounge at the moment.
Okay.
Like if you get up close to the door, you can kind of listen and.
And the door's closed currently. Did he close it behind him, or is
No, he left it open.
He left it open. All right, so I'm just gonna hang out in the entryway and just try to listen for where it's moving.
You can hear him like grab some objects and pick them up.
Is that familiar? I think this may be the same layout.
Oh, yeah?
I think this may be a layout that we've seen. Slowly.
And you can't hear his voice. And it sounds like he pushes open a door somewhere.
Okay.
Back to slightly.
Wait,
I'm gonna exit the
that's shown up twice.
study.
Yes.
So
That's
had
shown up
this
3
one.
times.
Is it repeating or are we going back and forth?
No,
It's shown the same things over and
Oh,
over.
okay. Skip through them then. if
Oh,
it's,
okay, got it,
yep.
got it.
No.
No. We haven't seen Sati.
That's 5 again.
And it sounds like he goes like out into another room, maybe. You're not entirely sure exactly. Give me a perception check as well.
16.
16. It sounds like there's a little door leading out of the lounge that isn't leading kind of back towards the study or anything. And you also hear what sounds like some heavy footsteps going up a small staircase.
Okay, I'm gonna take. There's any objects in the hallway.
Sure. There's
Grab something.
cases, books.
Throw it. I guess if I could see wherever the door is that it's going into, I want to throw the object kind of somewhere back into the open lounge room. Just whatever I can find that would just make a noise.
Okay. Give me a deception check.
That's a possibility.
6.
6. There's a little and you,
That's 5 again.
And
and he turns back around and sounds like he's going kind of back the way he came.
Okay.
And you can hear someone kind of going upstairs. You've lost sight of them, so you
These
can't
don't
see.
all seem...
I'm gonna back into the study.
Okay.
You tell me when I gotta call it. Okay?
Lamont, you can start to hear some footsteps that sound like they're coming up. It doesn't sound like he's like outside yet in that little sort of exterior passage that you found, but he's coming up the stairs.
It sounds like he's approaching.
Fuck. Okay. Do we think we can hide in here or it's too small?
3. It's gonna be hard to hide. I don't know if he can make it here, but it's going to be dangerous. It's a large body on a small space.
Both of you, Lamont, give me a perception check.
23.
23. This space is way too small. There's nowhere to hide in here. There is that little like ledge that you walked across to get into this space. You think if you're just trying to sort of not panic, but like quickly rack your brain, you might be able to like hang from one of those like railings, like off the side, and then he wouldn't see you as he's like walking along the edge. That's the closest hiding spot that you can think of.
And what he said was that if he got too far from the observatory, it would explode.
He said that, yes, at one point during your conversation with him, yes.
Okay. Right, Annabel. I think we may have to try and hide up on the ledge or something.
All right.
I think we need to buy some time.
Okay. Got it.
How many do you have?
Oh.
Is it enough to look at?
Yes. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
A couple more
See the
steps.
difference. All right.
Okay, I would
book
like
it.
to. Yeah.
All right. You guys are quickly come back outside, and you can see his shadow like coming up the stairs there. Both of you give me stealth checks as you try to hang off the edge of the.
Okay.
30.
30.
The two of you get to the edge. The one railing that's like still intact, you sort of do an underhand grip so that you can then
Oh my god.
lower yourself down. And so you're holding the railing and the sort of edge of the cliff there, and you hear.
Something's not right.
And you hear him. It sounds like he gets closer to the room that you were in, the little observatory. And it sounds like he's trying to squeeze his way in there, scraping against the sides of the door frame and the wall.
Does it feel like this may disturb where we're at? Like does it feel like there's any risk that we're gonna get shaken here?
Shaken in what way?
Like what we're holding on to.
Blown
That is going
If
to.
something were to blow up concussively, maybe, but that hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
You hear a sound of smashing glass. And then something comes back out the door, and then down the stairs. Gets quieter.
All right, here, I'll get up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna help.
Help them back up to
Boost
the
her
ledge there.
first.
Yep, you do.
Can we go back in?
Yeah, check in the door.
He has smashed the case open, and the book is gone.
Fucker.
That wasn't explosive. That was just the device was just to alert him. Was he put here by the?
No.
Do you think you got enough, or do you think we need that book?
I can't find. Neither can you.
I don't think.
I think we got what we got,
You're right. Okay.
and I'll ask the head.
This is enough for now. We can't have things
can't
blow up
risk
here.
It. Yeah, we
can't.
Gotta, yeah. Okay.
All right. Careful then.
I wrote a lot. I have I have a bunch of yeah. All right. Let's go.
As soon as we're through, let Val know we're on the way.
Okay, I will.
You guys start to go back down. Both of you give me stealth checks.
21.
31.
31. Down the stairs, through the door. You wait for your moments. It sounds like another time he goes down, maybe back down to that storeroom area. It sounds like his footsteps have intention. There's some sort of anger and frustration beside them. You hear rummaging, and at one point, Lamont, you can hear,
Let's see if they can find it here.
and a little more rummaging. It sounds like he may be trying to find a spot to sort of obscure it or put it away. You guys have an opening now to sort of go up the stairs and back into the study.
He is leaving it. If we kite him away from it, we can search that room. We may be able to escape with it.
I'm down. You're down. I'm gonna message Val and say, "Hey, we're back.
Great. What's up?
Could you get Illien to go and turn on the pipes in the attic?"
Yup. Scurry.
We heard him beneath in storeroom area.
Yeah. Storeroom area.
Okay. All right. Let's.
As you're scuttling back, and Illien, you're in that room there, sort of standing by the pipes, keeping an eye on TC and all that. The little conversation has sort of petered out a little bit, and you can hear some footsteps getting close to the door. Val, you see Doxley in the distance, and Illien, you hear.
Walk over to the door. Hello.
How are you resting?
Most everyone is bandaging up or taking a rest right now. I'm working on some of those tonics for TC. but okay. Is there something you needed?
The good Reverend is available to speak with Mr. Lamont and Ms. Corbett.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, let me go check on them. It might be a few minutes. I know that they, to rouse them from their rest. But they'll get themselves presentable?
I will tell the good Reverend to come here then.
Oh, make no rush though. We want to be presentable for until
They
they come
walk
back.
away. You don't know how much time that is, but they walk away. And Val, you see Doxley in the distance there?
They are some slow walking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doxley. Yeah. Pipes in the attic. Give it about 20 seconds.
Pipes in the attic.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
How's it going out there?
I don't know. Illien, how's it going?
Come back upstairs. Okay, we're on a timetable. What's up with you?
Pipes in the attic. Go.
Great. Tell them Bellamy's coming here, like now.
To do what?
To talk with Val and Lamont about something. Okay, bye. I'm running downstairs to the attic.
Bellamy's on his way to talk to you guys. Hurry up.
Fuck. Running back to try to get, but not going to the edge of the vent now.
Okay.
But trying to get within range of Annabel.
Sure.
I have no way of signaling that I need to speak to Annabel, so I'm just gonna
Make a little bit of noise or something.
Oh no!
Or you'd have to drop down.
Nope,
she
not
can see
with
you.
the pipes going in the attic. I'm gonna hunker down in the vent, just at a distance, knowing that he last time started banging around by the vent door. Just hunkering down at a distance.
He's still down there in the storeroom currently. Are you turning the faucet?
Yeah, turn the faucet.
All right, you
And-
hear more.
Then also, I'm gonna go grab that wine barrel and put it back downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the door that you had placed it. Great. Give me an athletics check there.
Okay.
The clanging happens this time. And he doesn't move.
Okay, maybe we ought to go.
He's talking to himself, and if he can hear it, it's hard to even tell because he's stupid. All these people coming. Like he's a little manic. You can hear crates and things rustling around.
If he doesn't move, we don't have a choice.
No, we gotta. Yeah. All right. Let's
right.
go. Let's go.
Yes.
Okay. I'll hurry
Couple more
back.
stealth
yeah.
checks, and soon, Val, you'll be able to see them from up in the
31.
29.
Pull yourself back up into the shack.
Monty, Bellamy's on his way. He wants to talk to us. We gotta move.
All right, let's go.
Okay, go.
Hustle.
I'll be right behind.
Skitter back. You get back into the room.
28 for the barrel.
Okay, great. You're able to quickly sort of put that back into its position that it was in. You guys get back into the dining hall. No one has arrived quite yet.
Look like you were sleeping, like you're tired. Just a heads up. I told him you were sleeping.
Great, okay.
Did you get the stuff?
Did you get? I got you. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, I got something.
And we'll figure it.
Not everything. I couldn't get the whole book.
Guys, you don't hear any footsteps coming immediately. You're not sure exactly how far away Bellamy
Put
was.
the
or
wall
was
back
it-
on the.
Until we maybe start hearing people, can you please tell us what you found?
Yeah. Wait.
Can we put the wall back in the fire on?
There, yeah.
Yes.
I found. I mean, I'm worried about. I found. We found a book, but it was under that glyph. It like the glyph that the giant had, and so it warned him that we were looking through it. And I wrote down, over a dozen, well over a dozen of the constellations, but I don't know which ones they are. We'll compare later, I guess.
You wrote down the names of the
The
constellations.
names, and I drew them out.
Are they in Ignan? Are they in an elemental?
I don't know.
Primordial.
Do you recognize? Yeah, they're definitely primordial. Do you know
They're
what that
definitely
is?
primordial.
I think-
Do you have the list there?
Yeah.
Let me see. There's probably some Aquan ones among them. It's a mixture. It's some are Aquan, some are Terran, some
You
are
can
Ignis.
sort of flip
Yep.
through. They have a bunch of different ones.
I think if nothing else, if you can,
No,
sorry,
other
over.
side.
if you can get somebody to identify any of these as a calamity in that language.
They were other ones that I didn't write down unless they had 5. I didn't write them down.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And then did you write down the Assembly of the Stars as well?
I attempted, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's rough, but yes.
So are you comparing them to the ones that you're looking for the ones if you're flipping through her notes?
I'm looking for two things. Ones that have valid star placement, but also any titles that I might be able to translate and see if it's calamity, chaos, any of those kind of.
Okay. You are able to... I mean, there's several Aquan words.
Okay.
None of them are of that ilk. Also, I don't believe any of the Aquan words are ones that look like what you pictured in the orrery.
Okay.
There are some in here that are ones you pictured in the orrery, but they are not written in Aquan. They're written in another dialect, so you can't tell what word they are.
Are we able to
At
tell
all?
what, like, if they're?
There is a Terran one.
Terran one.
Yep. There is a Ignan one.
Okay.
A Wandel is Ignan, and I can have Annabel give you this. Keplier is Terran, and are any of the other ones that you guys? Yes. Tedavera is Auran, air element. Tedavera, and this one. Tissum is another Ignan word, so 2 Ignan ones. I think that's it from the ones that you recognize from the orrery.
Okay. I mean, I can show you the notes if you got them.
Yeah, so once again, I believe the ones that match what you've seen in the orrery and that Annabel was able to jot down are Tissum, Iwandel, Tedavera, and Keplier. Those are the 4 that she was able to find.
Keplier?
Keplier, Kepplier. Keplier.
There's only 4 names here that correspond. I've got 6 constellations to choose from. I don't know what any of these fucking words mean.
We have time to let's not look now. Let's just play it cool, everybody.
Maybe we can find the fire newts that are here and ask them to translate to Ignan?
Maybe. I think they all left to the trolls, but...
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to
Sorry.
vacate. Oh, we didn't
They're
tell
gone.
you.
Yeah,
They're
we
gone.
were able to communicate with them diplomatically, and they've vacated the premises. For now, they said they may be back.
The Fire Newts also didn't speak common, so they wouldn't be able to translate it from Ignan to what something you can recognize.
Yeah, they don't speak common.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're fairly cute, though.
I think they're kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were very cute when they had me burn my arm off.
Well, you know, and everybody's got drawbacks.
That's true. Okay, we'll take a look at those later and see if they match up the star chart. This is a good landing spot. Is it worth going back and grabbing that full book, though? How big was it? How many constellations are we missing?
It's big. It's big, and he hid it.
It was in the hundreds.
And we couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't get down there.
So the odds that this is, even though we found some matching ones.
I mean, I went
You shouldn't
through
need-
a lot, but yeah, and
If
I only
even-
wrote down the 5 ones. But yes.
My understanding is if even one of them is correct, that's what you need, yes?
Well, we have a couple variations that they match those variations, so we don't know which.
We'll
That's
know
not making
until we get it
sense.
translated.
Right,
Where
but
did
if if any of them are the Calamity constellation, then
Then
that's...
we'll know.
So that's a couple shots right there. It's,
Where exactly did you find the book? Where did you go?
It was in the attic.
he had an attic up in the... But then he took the book, he took it down to the storeroom, I think, and we were hoping we could draw him away and grab the book, but he seemed reluctant to let it go.
If I haven't already, I turned all the faucets off. I don't. Okay.
You hear another knock at the door.
I think that's for you. You're sleepy, but you just got together. Great. I'll go run. Hello.
You open it up, and you're surprised. You may be expecting to see Bellamy. You don't. It's a Hierophant, a different one than the one you just spoke to previously.
I was made to understand that there are people who wish to speak with the lady.
Oh, yes. Yeah, come on in. We're just getting up from resting. We have a friend here. He's saying that your friend, the lady, wants to speak with us.
Yeah, that would be great.
Bellamy will be coming here to speak with whoever wishes to speak to the good reverend, and I am to take whoever wishes to speak to the lady to the lady.
I would like to speak to the lady.
Yes, how about you, TC?
Or we'll see.
Bellamy.
And you're coming with us?
Are you two going to...
Well, I need to talk to the reverend.
I think it's best that we two
I would love-
stay here.
I would love to meet the lady, but it doesn't seem to have...
Give her our regards.
Okay.
We'll rendezvous when we're done speaking.
Should you... Just in case you should need something to try and purchase a favor, I was holding on to this, but she may find it compelling. I'll take out the tusk from the from Phazalmic
Yeah,
that I
sure.
had just in case it has some sort of magical creature properties that
Sure.
she may be
Take out
interested in.
the Ribrio Troll Tusk.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pass it off.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Good luck.
You too.
Best we not keep her waiting.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yes, please.
So the 4 of you, so TC and all 3 of you are going with the Hierophant here.
All right.
Yeah.
go. You guys good?
Yeah.
Yep. Come on, Butter.
Help TC up a little bit. You can see he's recovering a little bit, so the swelling in his throat going down, some of the color coming back to his eyes. Lead you outside. The door closes, leaving Val and Lamont alone for a moment here.
How high up was that attic?
Very, very, very high up. It was on the outside of the mountain.
You have an estimate?
Hundreds of feet? You couldn't really see the bottom from there. Are you alright?
No, Monty. No.
You did a phenomenal job. Kept him out of our way. He's none the wiser.
Oh, that's good. Do you think they got what they needed? I didn't think that they did.
We didn't... We won't know until they get back, but I think we at least gave them... We gave them a chance. We gave them some leads that they didn't have before, and... Well, if that's not it, there's always tomorrow, right?
I've stopped taking tomorrow for granted since going on this journey, Monty.
Well... I think you've been handling it surprisingly well. You've been surprising me. It's funny, I started this trip worried about you, just that we might run across standard brigands, and here you are knocking out trolls. You've got a lot of fight in you, Val.
Or it's beginner's luck.
I don't think beginner's luck actually exists. Seen that fall through a few too many times. I think some people just have it.
Is there anything on your mind when he gets here? Or are we just winging it?
I'm trying to keep it as pleasant as possible. I'd like not to have this trend of violence if need be, because I don't know what that's going to mean for everybody, especially with a hag in play. But I think we need to try and appeal to his better nature as much as possible. He is not a man without morals. We are at odds with him, but he is not mindless.
Did you get a sense of what he wants? Anything that might appeal to him? Anything he's looking for? You said he doesn't care about his life. Anything?
I don't know that what he's looking for is anything we'd be willing to give. That said, I think in this conversation we should try to get a few more specifics. I kept it light because I didn't know what was going on. I think we've got a little bit of the... Clearly this knowledge must mean something to him as well, otherwise why would they be coming here?
What knowledge?
Whatever the Tyruns are looking for. This entire place seems to have been built around that observatory, around this knowledge. I feel like whatever they're trying to do has something to do with Bellamy's goals as well.
You think if we told him where the maps were, he'd cut us a deal?
I think it would arouse his suspicions.
I'm sure it would, but do you think he wants those maps?
I can guarantee he wants those maps.
You hear a more polite, sort of gentler knock on the door.
Well, that sounds like the good Reverend himself. Quite proper. Yes, coming. I'll walk up and open the door.
Find Reverend Bellamy on the other side, looking very much the same way he did before.
Mr. Lamont and Miss Corbett, may I come in?
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry for making you come all the way out here, but it took us a while to wake up.
Not a problem. I understand that one of your own was in a poorly way.
Yes, it appears that he drank some newt water or something, and
Quite unpleasant, I am sure. I
Yes.
hope he's on the road to recovery.
well, they're going to see the lady, from what I understand, so maybe she can help set him right.
Yes. Curious that they wished to see her.
Yes.
And yet you did not.
Well, we don't know her. They're a separate group from us. They have their own ambitions and relationships, and
I see.
yes.
They're quite separate from us, you know. We really only teamed up to get here.
I see. Shall we have a seat and discuss?
And as he sort of separates his hands, you notice for the first time that he's holding in his left a very small box that has 2 circles carved into it.
Please.
Yes.
He sits, puts the box on the little desk there. He has a couple pieces of parchment, blank pieces of parchment that he takes out and smooths on the desk as well.
I am willing to discuss terms.
I'm happy to hear it.
It's very important to me what we're doing here. It's a reformation, a crusade, you might call it. I once spoke of Brunkhollow Valley as a cesspool of counterfeit salvation, but now I've come to see it as quite the opposite. It's a proving ground for the faithful, but one that forces us to face a harsh reality, that not all of us are fit to see the other side. However, my reputation back home in Old Pharaoh, that is important to the people there. Not just to protect myself, but to protect their standing in the community, with knowledge they did not have, that you seem to, Mr. Lamont.
Yes.
In short, I would say that the bulwark of divine interference that hovers over these lands, that the people cling to with such security like a child to a blanket, it's vulnerable, more so than anyone could have realized. And it is up to those who believe in something greater than themselves to expose this weakness and plunge a blade into the soft flesh. And I believe I am that blade. And hopefully, I can send you on your way, and we can part on good terms so that I may do what I must do. And you can go home and be happy. How does that sound?
I think a little more clarification of what us going home happy and what you doing what you must do is needed.
What clarification may I provide?
Well, I think foremost, what exactly do you intend to happen to Brunkhollow, to the valley?
I thought you came here on concerns for the child. Is the valley of such a concern to you?
There are people within the valley who, were something to befall them, it would make me sad. Would you?
I have no ill will toward the people here in the valley.
On a more practical standpoint, if the boy is able to do magic, Brunkhollow might be a more suitable place for him.
I think that it is possible that with time, Brunkhollow will not be such a suitable place for a child of that nature.
And is that part of your plan?
Is it important to you that I divulge?
Yes.
Make us persuasion check.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Can I help action?
Give me the text on that, I guess. It's a little... maybe.
I guess my Fey gift wouldn't actually do anything with it. It just says that I can use help as a bonus action, which doesn't really... So just whatever is help just somebody within 5 feet of you. You can help them with a skill check that you are proficient in, yes?
Yes. I would say...
In it, so never mind.
Yeah. I would say, in this circumstance, I'm not sure that sort of applies, so yeah.
Ignore me.
Dirty 20.
Let's go, Avery.
Oh, I'm sorry. 19.
Oh.
I apologize. Sorry, I thought it was...
Get the fuck out! I believe that with time spent here at Clarity, the woman that is in my company will be able to guide me to a place that has long been a source of blasphemy, and that perhaps I may be able to plug that leak that allows the skies to shield the divine from the valley.
And then on our end, you intend to let us go with Silas.
I do, yes.
All of us.
All of you meaning what?
Our
The troop?
entire troop.
Yes.
No
I will write it.
exceptions.
No exceptions.
Are you going to go back to Old Pharaoh?
I would like to someday. I am not quite sure that that is in the cards for me.
Reverend, do you think the people that know you would want you to be doing this?
Oh, yes. Very much so.
Well, you must not know your people very well.
They're besides themselves.
Deacon Penley especially was particularly horrified.
Dick Bentley is a good man, but he does not know the extent of my journey.
Landry's worried sick about you as well.
You spoke with Mr. Brackham.
Yes, he was in town.
He's here in Brunkhollow.
Yes.
I'd not wish the discomfort of this place upon him, but he has a good heart.
He and Penley both are in Brunkhollow. And the people have been talking about you.
Yes, I imagine they are worried, but they know not the nature of my mission. For their protection.
I wouldn't say that they're worried. I would say that they're confused,
Yes.
alarmed.
The nature of what's going on here, doesn't all of this involve some form of blasphemy in itself?
Yes, it does. Yes.
So this is just a means to an end?
I believe that it is my turn to help the gods as they have helped me for so many years. Shall we?
And he slides the little box open. And inside is a very sort of ornate looking pen. And there's some sort of sparkling inks inside as well. He has this, the rest of the group saw this at Fort Contrition with Warden Origander, but there's a specific kind of resin that's mixed with a minor adhesive and some powdered gemstones. And they give these to public figures of influence. Government people, certain military leaders, religious leaders. And what it allows them to do is write with a specific kind of ink that, it's not ink, it's sort of a little sort of sticky resin, but it allows them to write in a way that another person can confirm where, like, who wrote the letter. Like Bellamy has a very specific resin with gemstone. The warden has his own specific one. So it's a way for someone to write a letter and another person to, it's not foolproof, but have a better idea that it's not a forgery. That's what it's sort of mainly for. He takes that to...
And so it is the ink that provides the. It is the ink that provides. Like,
yes, it's like a again like sort of a sparkling resin that they usually have like a seal as well that they use the resin and stamp a little seal with the resin.
Reverend, if this has to do with the eradication of magic, what I'm asking for is the boy's safety.
You will have it.
If this mission of yours is going to take away the only safe place for us to find out what's going on with him, the only place to... There is good that can only be done here that can't be done anywhere else, Reverend. You have to understand that.
Mr. Lamont, you came here begging for the child's safety and for the curfew to be lifted. You cannot possibly expect me to condone the continued existence of a place like Brunkhollow that is far beyond your purview and far beyond mine.
I forgot that old Pharaoh resided inside Brunkhollow Valley.
It does not, Mr. Lamont. But if you bring the boy here, I will have tacitly given you permission to do so. I cannot do that. The boy should take this as a learning experience. To not do it again, and not to explore further in places like Brunkhollow Valley.
That you would not provide. It is convenient. It is convenient that when you break the tenets of your faith, it is for a greater purpose. It is convenient that all of this must be some great calling, that you have some absolution for the ways that you've strayed from the things that you teach. You shouldn't need to be afraid of the things that you carry, and I wish that you would understand that. And I wish that you wouldn't put it on other people.
Mr. Lamont, I'm offering you exactly what you came here for.
That doesn't mean it's what's right.
Shall I put pen to paper?
Fine.
Starts to write. He takes his time. He's writing with regular ink at first. It looks like he's going to use the sort of seal that's in the box there to stamp it when he's done. He starts to write. You can see, you're upside down so you can't read exactly, but you can see that he writes out Silas's name at one point. You can see that he describes sort of old Pharaoh, that he's writing sort of to the church there.
Yes.
There's got to be another way.
If you've got ideas, I'm open to them.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh my god! No! You guys! Yeah.
Damn.
We will return next week with the conclusion of Bellamy, Lamont, and Val, as well as turning it over and see what the hag has to say to the rest of the party. Hopefully we'll have Anthony back by then. We wish him well. He should be back by then. Our hope, certainly. And then we will continue our adventures through some information gleaned from the observatory.
Oh my god.
Hopefully grabbed the ones necessary.
Oh,
He is open.
So.
I got a lot.
You did?
You did a
You
great
did.
job.
Yeah,
You
you
did
did
a
really
great
good.
You did a
Those
you
notes
did
were really good.
Yep, and then cycling through when you saw it didn't have 5 stars. You got to power through those. Yep,
Yeah,
you had the.
you did very good. Both
Yeah.
of you guys.
Well done. Good job.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Pick it up
Oh,
next week.
Oh my.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
You feel unwell.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a single
pooping.
fight since you got to clarity.
I know. I mean, honestly, we've been going crazy.
I actually had a question.
Yeah.
There's no way we could have squeezed in a short rest if we were the ones just sitting near the faucets.
It wasn't an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
I got 17 constellations.
Wow.
Damn.
One of them's got to be right.
That's
One of them's got to be right.
That's a lot of content.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Brenda Dino resubscribed. Nice regards to 200 bits. Thank you
Thank
guys
you
so
all so
very
much. We
much.
really do
Join us
appreciate
on the
everybody.
Discord.
Join us in the
That's
Discord.
Oh my god,
Whiskey.
I bet there's gonna be a lot of theories.
About what?
Oh, chat's been amazing. I've been
Yeah.
loving chat.
That's
Holy
awesome.
smokes, you guys.
Yeah, hop in the Discord, chat. We'll be back next week at the same time. Hopefully, full crew. We'll pick it right back up there, everybody.
Wow.
Awesome. Have a great week, everyone. We love you all.
Hey, goodbye.